Hey everyone, and welcome to another Cats and Rats live stream edition. I'm your host, Kirby Lupol. Nick Levine will be joining us here shortly. Just having a little bit of problems with some technical setup here tonight. We're about to hit anthems here. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to check out our latest live stream prospect edition with link from New Wave Hockey and McKean's Hockey. I've got everything time-stamped over there, so if you guys weren't able to check it out on the weekend live or weren't able to be with us, it's up now. It's all time-stamped. Also, Panthers rankings are all in there as well. We're going to have a podcast next week. It's going to be very Panther-centric on the draft, prospects, different things like that as well. I see some of you in the chat already. We'll try to get to some lineup stuff here in a bit. Just waiting on Nick here as well. There's something that I did see with the coverage that I'm getting here on Sportsnet. Montreal right now, talk about game plan change here. I think this has been the series of adjustments. You can talk about maybe the Tampa Bay Montreal one, but I think this has been the most intriguing series throughout the playoffs of what Montreal did in game one, how Carolina counteracted that in game two. And I thought it was a combination of both teams in game three. Carolina early, Carolina late. They dominated the last 24 minutes of the game where Montreal did not have a shot recorded on net. But I thought Montreal was good through middle portions of that game. Now Montreal has to be the team once again to adjust here. They're talking about doing a little bit of chip and chase, not trying to carry the puck through the neutral zone. I think they've been able to get through the neutral zone to some degree on Carolina. You're not going to be ultra successful getting through the neutral zone on Carolina because they're one of the best teams, if not the best, of, knocking off everything in the neutral zone, keeping teams to the outside and things like that. So we'll see if Montreal tries to play with the puck not on their stick as much, try to chip and chase it to get the puck back. Be a very interesting style. I think Montreal can play that style with Josh Anderson, Texier, Bolduc, those type of players. First line, Demidov, those type of guys, they might want to play with the puck on their stick a little bit more, but they're going to have to be able to chip and chase. So let's see early adjustments by Montreal if they're getting the red line and trying to chip it in and go after that puck for Carolina. Carolina, this would be a huge win tonight here on the road. Put them up 3-1 in the series if they do garner a win here tonight. I think Vegas has, and by Vegas, I mean the booksmakers, I think they have Carolina winning this series in 5. I'm just not there. I know a lot of people are there. Even media in Canada kind of jumping off the Canadiens here and giving a lot of props here to Carolina. And yeah, Carolina's done some good stuff, but again, some of their star players, Aho, Jarvis, have been pretty quiet. Freddie Anderson has come back down to earth a little bit. I'll put his numbers here on the bottom of the screen. He's now, behind in save percentage right now. He was easily leading the NHL through 2 rounds. Montreal able to get to him, obviously, there in game 1. Montreal has to put more shots on him, but again, I think that it's there for the taking if Montreal is able to get shots recorded on Anderson there. We'll see how Dobosh is here. He off of the couple losses here in overtime. Again, close games here. Hoping for another close one here. Again, as this is the only hockey we have left, everyone, with Vegas Golden Knights sweeping the Colorado Avalanche. Who would have thunk that? Who would have had that? As both teams are entering the ice here, Yaroslav Halak, the former Montreal Canadian goaltender, bringing the torch in today. Big upset, Halak, over the, I believe, President's Trophy Washington Capitals, Alexander Ovechkin, back in the day. I can't remember if that was 2009, but he's bringing out the torch here today. And I guess that puts to rest, I think, Montreal Canadiens players having to win the Stanley Cup in the past for the Canadiens, because he never won a Stanley Cup with the Canadiens. 56 career wins, I believe, with the Canadiens. Yaroslav Halak became a really solid backup goalie around the NHL. Got Alechka in the chat here. Yeah, that is so random. I heard today Alechka on Sportsnet and TSN, they're only going to bring out players from the 86 Cup win, 93, and then any of the guys from the 70s, all those years or whatever. So Halak doesn't really fit the bill for that. So that means they can bring Carey Price out, Shea Weber at this point, any guys. So I don't know if they're running out of people. I don't know if I've seen that sign there. Welcome, Diehard, in the chat. We'll try to get everyone synced up here. Oh, it's already going Diehard. Yeah, I got to give it to Canadiens fans, whether win or loss. they are amped up. I've seen it in the past when they've played the Bruins in the playoffs and been down in series, been the underdog. We've seen it, what was it, last year with Washington. So this will be interesting. I don't know what all you guys want. If you guys want a long series here to see more hockey, or you want, I guess at this point, Carolina to end it earlier, so there won't be as much rest for Vegas. Because if this series goes long, we're going to again see extended rest, this time not for Carolina, this time for Vegas, like we did in 2023 versus Vegas. And then the team coming off of this series will probably be ready to go by game one. And game one is such a crucial game. I know Montreal took this game one if Carolina ends up taking this series, but game one, man, it gives you a huge leg up in momentum for the rest of the series, even though it's a best of seven. I always want to get off on the right foot in that game one, and like what we've seen in the past, going to overtime with Carolina and stuff. Those are big momentum swings early in series that you do have to make sure to grab. Oh, Cody with the hashtag here and the emoji. Cody's taking the night off, I believe, here. So nice to see Cody here in the chat. Just getting national anthems here underway. I don't think there's any lineup changes. You guys can let me know there in the chat. I didn't check on X earlier before I got home here tonight. Probably not too many adjustments. I know Cody and I have talked about getting Arbor Jack-Eye in the lineup. I heard it on the pregame here too, Cody. They said even if you play Jack-Eye for 5 minutes, he should be in the lineup. Creates a different little dynamic momentum shift and change. Adds a little bit of physicality if you're trying to get in on the forecheck, or you're trying to, not allow Carolina to bother you so much on their forechecking system. Also, we've talked about that with Brendan Gallagher, trying to add him into the lineup. When they've added who's the guy I'm thinking of that they added? Veleno into the lineup. He hasn't done a lot for Montreal when he's come in and out of the lineup. I don't really love that adjustment and lineup roster change by Montreal when I've seen it. I'm assuming Carolina's running with the exact same lineup coming off these back-to-back overtime victories on the road and at home prior. Again, the stat that I shared with you guys last game, Lane Hutson has taken the most hits in these playoffs. He's kind of getting down on himself. He's saying he hasn't played well. He needs to play better for his team. So wonder if this will be a Lane Hutson performance here tonight. He scored there the other night. I thought him or Dobson would get on the score sheet, which they did. So they did get some back-end goal support there last game. But yeah, Carolina was really impressive coming out of the gates last game in the first period, and then the way they ended that game as well. Your boy, look at your first comment to go up in the chat here if I still got it. I think I've got your comment here. So, hey, someone has convinced me that the Canes winning the Cup isn't as bad as Vegas winning it, and I'm starting to buy it. If Carolina wins, it just proves how dominant we are, that Carolina only wins. I'm guessing you mean like us winning against them. But yeah, that'll be a narrative to run next year, because then you'll still have that mental warfare on Carolina. Carolina having one Stanley Cup, 2 in their franchise, which would tie the Panthers. But then also, Florida having the leg up on them, having the 2 series wins in Eastern Conference Finals, where record most importantly matters. I think the all-time record or season series between both franchises is getting a little bit closer to the Panthers. I know they used to always own us when it came to that factor. And there's the Vegas rhetoric out there on many fronts why, people aren't rooting for them and things like that. I know people in the Eastern Conference are saying it doesn't matter because we don't face them, or we're past that loss in 2023 as well. How's it going, Adonis? Who is that someone that convinced you? I want to get in.
War, baby.
Oh, my whole blew up here.
Why is Skinner? Why are you putting Skinner will not be the starter?
I didn't put that. Did you? It just came up automatically here.
Oh, maybe it's something. Somebody's trying to tell us something.
Yeah, you got to fix everything. It's all going apart here. Man, my operation here tonight is not good. This tripod is on
There
shaky.
we go. Now we look nice and pretty, don't we?
There we go.
Nice haircut, Kirby.
You can tell? Yeah.
Yeah.
All shaved. Yeah. Cleaned up a little bit.
I'll let you know.
It's so hot here. It's so hot,
Yeah. Hello, chat.
Yeah, get to everyone in the chat. I haven't got to everything. Any lineup changes here, Nick, tonight?
All together, all in.
Yeah, that's someone's hashtag. Who is it? Is he trying to give us a hint on a trade person and it's a certain team we got to figure out, Nick? Find that out.
Oh, I spoke to Cody earlier today. We'll talk about that.
Okay, but what does he mean
by
we're underway here, by the way?
Yep, puck drop. 56, 55, 54.
No, I'm probably ahead of you. I'm out of whistle already. Any line changes here tonight, Nick?
Not that I know of. I'll check. I was just coming in. Pause it when the puck does drop, and I'll let you know when it drops for me.
Well, you got to let me know right away, or otherwise I'm going to be behind.
I will let you know right away.
Jankowski on the face-off draw here, getting offensive zone here.
I'll let you know when the puck drops.
Okay, you got to let me know.
Once I say now.
Okay, mine's already dropped.
Right now.
Should be good.
Yep. Oh.
Dobosh there.
41, 40, 39, 38.
Don't know yet because of lineup cards.
Up the wall.
Dobson with Matheson here. Struble with Hudson. Is Struble in the lineup?
Looks like it.
29, 28, 27, 26.
Yep. Perfect. Perfect.
So the strategy tonight for Montreal, I've heard it all day up here in Canada, Nick.
Sure you
Chip
have.
and chase. Chip and chase. Give up the puck to get it back. Will Montreal do that tonight?
Well, they got to learn that, right? We've talked about that,
But I think you could disagree with me, Nick, but I think they have the personnel down their lineup to do that. Anderson, Texier.
But we know it takes everybody, Kirby.
Doc.
If one guy's not doing it, then you're just giving the puck away, right?
Oh, are you talking about that team I guess, the west of Montreal that wears blue?
Yeah.
That's why they brought
I did not get a Facebook message, though, I must say, like our friend Zach Phillips.
Facebook message from the Mitch Marner posse.
Yeah.
Is that where it came from, Facebook?
I thought.
Mitch Marner.
If I got what, if you get one, Kirby, you're really important.
Oh, I got a Facebook message back in the day. It came from none other than Kamel Krebs.
Shout out Die Hard here. Die Hard, you got a red and a blue.
Kamel Krebs, though.
Die Hard, you got a red and a blue. There's the blue.
He got both. Die Hard did.
I'm assuming he.
Wow. Die Hard, the first member, I think, to get the pins. We want
Skinner will not be the starter.
What's that?
Skinner will not be the starter.
We don't need that just regurgitated all on the screen. I'll have to be honest, though.
Dude, I mean, we're talking a lot about Stuart Skinner. We're not even in the Cup final.
We have the goaltending list. It'll debut on the podcast, I think Wednesday next week we're recording.
We do. Yes,
a week from today. Maybe the goaltending news won't break by that point yet, Nick, but it'll be pretty close. And if anything does break, hopefully.
Up ahead, breakaway. Blake. Stop.
Oh gosh, ran out of room there. I missed that breakdown there. Lane Hudson out here, right? Who's that breakdown on?
Back in there. They were talking about it in the pregame. Lane Hudson, in the first 2 rounds of this series, is averaging 3 hits absorbed per game.
Nick,
This series, it's 6. So
really,
that's slowing him down. I know he does lead the playoffs in hits taken.
Okay, close, same stat. That's the stat I'm talking about. Hits taken. Do you know which two what a play there by Carolina. Do you know which 2 Carolina defensemen are right near the top of that with Hudson?
Miller and Gostisbehere.
No, on Colorado, hits taken.
Malinsky.
Yeah.
And McCarr.
Yeah. You knew that, huh?
No, I could just guess. You go after the puck-moving guy. It's simple.
So what will Adonis show us on Forsling on that over the last 3 playoff years? Hopefully Adonis can pull up those numbers.
Well, he's just getting off the ice there, by the way, Blake. I think he was getting onto the ice.
It's a nice one-timer there. Hall didn't get all of that, though.
But good start for Carolina. Probably their best, the most they've looked. Oh, big hit on Jarvis. Jarvis looks to be shaken up.
Oh, you're seeing on a replay here?
So,
Puck drop now. We're at 16:55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. If you want to be with us. If you want to be ahead of us, that's fine. Just don't spoil the goals in the chat. Appreciate everyone being here. Already double digits. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. That helps us out. Hit the thumbs up button on our other videos this week as well, too, over on the live tab. If you guys can do that. Watch time hours as well really help us. Put us on in the background for some white noise if you need to go to sleep or you're leaving to go to school or work or stuff. Everyone's probably done school now, but get what I mean.
You're in the shower and you don't even...
Yeah, just throw it on in the room.
Throw it on.
Nice play. We got playlists. Just go click on the playlist. And you guys have probably missed some stuff.
Take a power nap and have us playing in the other room.
Yeah, I'll play all the way through your nap. You got these guys are still yapping?
Oh, are you talking about the Yaroslav Halak thing?
Yeah, with Alechka. He came out today. The rumor was, Nick, they were only going to use Stanley Cup players for Montreal. But Halak never won.
Well, they ran out of them.
Come on. The 70s guys aren't rolling over in their graves yet. Saw Jan Cornway come out the Roadrunner, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Larry Robinson. God, when he's came in.
How many of them can actually hold the torch is the real question.
Nick, the Larry Robertson thing, that haunts me. You know why?
Because of Tortorella, you saying?
Because New Jersey decided to fire Robbie.
Yes, I know.
A good coach. And Larry Robinson came in and swept the Panthers.
And then they won the cup.
Yep.
And then who's going to do that next in about a week or two?
No,
who's going to follow in his footsteps?
Shouldn't Tortorella just be on a month-by-month contract? And whenever they want to get rid of him, they just get rid of him.
Oh, the stop sign. Yeah, that was corny.
Oh, you saw it? I didn't see
it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Alechka, we want the breakdown tonight from the Canadiens from you, especially.
The shots are 6-0 Carolina, less than 4 minutes in. They can't even get the puck out of the zone, Montreal.
They got to get the red line. Let's see
if they get the red line, get it in deep, and going after it. Newhook gets to it, lets it go.
You got to get to it, though. Uh-oh. Is this an underrated game by – is this underrated by Carolina, how they come through the neutral zone there?
Oh, here comes Matheson trying to start shit.
Svechnikov. He tries to start stuff, too. Is Aho going to get in there?
No. Did you hear Eddie O in the background there?
What are you saying?
I don't know. Too many men, Boosh! Fucking A, man. Like,
I don't know what's going on with my chat. Let me give me a second.
Kirby will step away here for a sec. Here's Caulfield through the middle. Not out again. Another turnover by Montreal. Carolina gives it right back. Here's Hudson down the left side. Sends it around the boards. Cut off by Miller. Around, not out. Montreal has the puck down low. Finally, maybe get something going here. Work it up to the point. We're back down low. Okay. Again. Oh, Suzuki. You gotta be better than that. Here's Stahl up ahead.
Oh, wow.
Steelers, glove. Oh, that missed wide, I guess.
Unless you got a piece of it there. Montreal won a penalty in the corner. They're not going to get it, I don't think.
If I'm Suzuki, I'm just one time in the high slot. Like, dude, you have.
Oh, I missed that look there. 7-0.
They're really stretching out Montreal here.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. That should be a penalty.
You want interference there?
Looked like a trip. Here's Gooley Up the wall, not out. Again, Carolina's forecheck
Wow.
is dominating right now. Probably the worst start you could imagine for Montreal outside of allowing a goal. Right here, Curb.
Right here. Well, I don't got the same as you, but yeah, I'm seeing it. Oh, Martinook came back on him there.
Yeah, but I would have just one-time it. You're not moving. There's guys closing in.
Dobosh, did he get a piece of that from Ehlers? I think that was Ehlers on the breakaway, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Carolina's looks quick through transition.
Alechka, I'm going to try to catch the quarterfinal games tomorrow, at least record some. Yeah, the Panther players doing pretty good points-wise in that tournament. 5 or 6 players, I believe, representing the Cats.
You see up to the point there, Carey not there. Carolina, quick in transition. Here's Jankowski dropping it back. Gostisbehere blocked.
All on the backhand there.
And is there a penalty? Yep, it looks like it.
As your boy says there, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. Just get that shot on net because, again, Suzuki, your best player, a one-timer from the high slot on Freddie Anderson. There's a lot worse shots you could take there. Oh, stick rode up on Nikishin, and the Doc's going to go to the box. The Carolina power play. This has actually been the weaker. This has been the weaker of the two units for each team. Carolina's power play, and then obviously Montreal's penalty kill. Probably the weak points for both of these teams, but they'll get set up. Here's Gostisbehere across. Looks like Aho down low. Svechnikov. Aho, Gostisbehere. Aho, Jarvis. Aho again.
Carolina 0 for 8 on the power play this series.
Here's Jarvis walking in, back door. And it's out of the zone.
Your boy, you get Canada and USA. You shouldn't complain.
It's the world's, Kirby.
People will be talking about. I want to watch that.
Whoa, who? Canada? TSN?
Same game. It's on the same time.
TSN with the most ridiculous.
The world, Nick. The world.
I get being critical, but like when you get to the point where it's like, oh, the Zoom call is ridiculous. Do you find anything better to bitch about? I mean, give me a break.
Which calls?
No, when there were guys on TSN. What are our thoughts on them having a Zoom meeting instead of meeting in person? Who gives a fuck, dude? I mean, you really have nothing better to bitch about?
Nick, they break it down in Canada about hockey.
Like, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Like they do, Nick, for football spring.
But that's extreme, Kirby. I'm like,
it's extreme for football spring camps as well. When you're talking Ohio State, red versus gray, scarlet versus gray, come on now. It's a little much, Nick. You don't agree?
I think it's ridiculous.
Okay, well, both then. Say everything. Nick, there's not as much hockey to be talked about right now. It's still all the content hours to be filled.
Correct.
Right? So, and then you got one series over already.
I guess I got to bullshit talk out of their ass.
Talk about the world.
Maybe they'll find a way to talk about the Panthers again.
David Carl from Denver. You got to talk about him for 2 hours.
They don't really talk about Colorado a lot, do they?
Who?
Canadian media.
No, there's a bit because of McCarr and McKinnon. No, it depends on the stars of the game, right? I think, when the Rangers have more star power, they get talked about more up here. Like when they have Panarin, it gets talked about. Now he's not there.
Nobody gives a fuck about the Rangers anymore. And the power play is over, so Montreal kills it off. Still no shots on goal. Here's Doc.
The play.
Driving to the net. Is that on net? Are they going to count that as a shot? I don't know.
Right. We'll see. Oh, there's Cody's favorite jerseys again here.
If Vilmanis is a top 6 forward, I don't think they're going to give that a shot. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Meeksy, yes.
Game, the new game. Hey, I just picked up. What was the Kachuk one? I played it for the first time in 5 years, and I won all the games I played at Christmas time. Not against Nick, but against family. Not bad, hey. Still got it. Still
I'm
got
not.
it.
Hey, I'm not.
And you guys would like me on video games. I play a 2-1 defensive lockdown style.
Oh, that's so. Oh my
So
gosh.
frustrated, you want to throw your controller against the wall.
No, it's
I love
so
it.
ridiculous. It's
I
so
love it.
ridiculous. It's a video game.
I love it. I don't care. I take this shit serious.
Fucking A.
Nick, you should appreciate my mind for that. That's how I played video games growing up, and then now that's what I implement now. And I said, this is how the
You
Panthers.
dump and chase on the video game.
It all started back then, Nick.
Do you dump and chase on the video games?
Yeah, I can do that a little bit. Yeah.
Kirby, I'm gonna let you answer this, but be nice.
Oh boy. Why am I answering this? I understand he's buddies with Barkov. They're video game buddies, in fact.
There we go.
That's what it should stay as.
Yeah.
I don't think Line is a fit with the Panthers, and definitely not now. Now, if you're talking Line back with Andrew Brunette, you want to double down, triple down there, fine. Yeah, go ahead. But I just don't think Paul Maurice is looking to bring him back.
He doesn't want to coach him again.
But watch out for Paul Maurice might be looking at someone else he used to coach.
Yeah.
Hint.
Hint.
There's a hint. Where's Cody in the chat?
Where's Cody in the chat? There we go.
But would you agree?
If
you
guys want to know who we're talking about, make sure to become a member. We're going to be doing a members only stream shortly.
Members only? Okay, you're saving it for that, not the pod?
Or maybe we will save it.
Do we have that image that Cody shared with us? Are we putting that up? We'll need that, Cody.
Well, it's yes, but not currently, Meeksy. If you're thinking Connor Hellebuck.
How serious would you say it is, Nick? Or you haven't dug in on this guy yet?
On the guy Cody told us about?
Yeah. What level of...
I don't know. I mean, Hellebuck, will he be a name mentioned? Maybe, but that's not the name we're referring to here.
Hellebuck may be mentioned on the next podcast.
He very well might.
Nick, we're going to have our guest on the next podcast, then we're going to do the goalie list in the second segment. I think that's how we got to do it, hey?
Okay.
Like with you, Cody, and I?
Yeah. Kirby, again, I'm going to let you answer this, but be nice.
Nick, do you remember last year, RC, they're trolling me and putting him in a Panther jersey? I had to walk off the set. No, he's locked in long term now. He signed. He found his home in Vegas. Would he be a fit with the Panthers? Anyone's a fit with Barkov. And Marner, I'm going to tell you, he's got all-world ability, pass, playmaking, and all that. But you would want a guy with Barkov, wouldn't you, Nick, that is more of a shooter?
A puck-hound shooter, yeah.
Puck-hound shooter, right? Marner's
played very well.
Reinhardt, Barkov could be an all-Selke line.
Like, I'll just say this. Very good player. And what he's doing in Vegas is incredible. But if you still watch him, he's still a roamer. He doesn't he's not a puck hound.
He's still not the Panther level.
It's just this team allows him to do what he's good at, which Toronto failed to do.
And Nick, people can disagree with me on this, but don't you think if Tortorella was there in year 2 or 3, he'd be yelling at Mitchie at some point?
Yeah, but he's
not doing it right now. This is a honeymoon phase.
Well, if he better hope he doesn't come back next year. If I were Tortorella, I'd win if he wins the cup, I'm like, I'm done. I'm going back to media.
Just media or something else. You know? Because I'm not going to call Tortorella Mike Keenan, where he burns out in 2-3 years, but
pretty close.
Tortorella, pretty close. Tortorella's got to have the right fit.
Well, if you're a Vegas fan, everybody's Mike Keenan.
And you want to talk about people with lack of patience? Vegas organization probably has more lack of patience than Tortorella does. So they'll get rid of him before he loses patience on the team. So
they have Mitch Marner now, Kirby, so maybe not.
Oh, everyone loved to coach him now, right?
He's such a great guy.
Such a great guy, just all around. How could Toronto be so mean to him? Let him play music and practice, Nick. Man, isn't that so mean?
I'm going to just say this. I don't think Cassidy or Tortorella are playing music in practice.
And dancing around? He's not doing the little, the gritty or whatever?
Svechnikov, Chatfield, Svechnikov, back up to the point. It's Slavin, shoots. Oh, I thought that went in.
It's a no-fun league, Nick.
That's the NFL.
Okay, sorry. Look at this, the weave action here. Is it Carolina doing what Montreal does?
Oh, Chatfield is going to the Bucks.
And that didn't work for them. Maybe they don't know how to run that.
No, maybe they don't wear a Montreal jersey, so it's okay.
So you're saying they run illegal picks on the Weave, huh?
Yes, Montreal runs illegal picks. We all know this.
Why don't you bring that to league office, Nick? George Paris will listen to you.
Well, played for Montreal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he play for Montreal at the end of his career, though, too?
Yes, I think that's when he got concussed.
Yep.
There's Alechka with the emojis in the chat. Alechka, but this is not a good Final Four. It's going horrible now. It's gone horrible.
So, is goalie specific or specific skater? Well, there'll be 5, maybe more. Kirby, we'll have to talk about that off air. 5, maybe more goaltending names and some skaters.
Oh, you want to include the skaters into it?
Yes. Many of which Paul Maurice has coached.
Well, we've already talked about right here on the live streams. Kevin Stenlund, Panthers interest there, but the price is very high.
Also, didn't he coach Stenlund in Winnipeg?
Good question. Was he there then, or was that
that was the year before?
Was that Dave Lowry filling in?
Might have been Lowry or Arneal.
Or Arneal would have been in.
Bonus.
Okay, it was more Lowry or Bonus. Probably Lowry would be my guess, Nick.
Well, Lowry took over on an interim basis.
Yeah, for 30 to 50 games.
So yeah, there'll be names of that. There'll be many different names.
Here's just to jump in, because Stenlund, didn't he score in a playoff game against Vegas? So who was coaching? Was that Bonus then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe both.
What's it called? There'll be many different skaters. Well, I don't know skaters, but there'll be many different players that Maurice has coached previously. Others he hasn't coached.
I don't know if we are tomorrow. That's 8 a.m. my time. You guys are coming up for that.
No.
I don't think we're going through with that tomorrow. But any breaking news stuff, we'll do our best time, whether it's midnight.
I mean, I could be. Here's the thing, ready? It could happen on the flight to Vegas. Kirby, imagine it happens while I'm in Vegas.
Oh, then you'd want me to go on Spaces because then we can do the audio.
What do you mean audio?
As you're getting off the plane or in the airport, you'd want me to go on
Well,
Spaces.
what if I'm already in Vegas? I'll just have to join StreamYard from my phone.
Oh, yeah, on the phone. That's right.
On the phone.
I don't know how that would work for connection, but yeah, we could do that, I guess. Yeah, because we'll be on YouTube first, but you'll want me to go live later that night on Spaces.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be available. I mean, I could talk to you at the slot machine, I guess, right?
We can turn the camera on Spaces for you and show everything on the strip.
Be incredible.
Nick, if you're in Vegas, we need good visuals. Like if you're landed and everything.
What if I'm at a Vegas Knights game and it happens? Or like before the Knights game. Like,
right? I think you got to turn away from the game because I don't think Gary allows that. But you could be in the arena.
Gary
Bettman.
Oh,
he would like you showing the game on the stream.
Yeah, you're right.
Live game, but you could turn away from it.
Gary knows who we are, right? So
that's right. A bunch of questions in the chat if you want to get to
I don't know, Fernando. Frank Saravelli did a video on it. I don't know if they will. I'm sure it's a case-by-case basis. You'd have to think Cassidy would be.
They kind of go to him or talk to him on that stuff, or like for a ring too. Fan. Who was that penalty? Oh, Chatfield, right?
Yeah. Caulfield to the point. Hudson for Suzuki.
Got to get that.
Cut off there by Slavin, not out. Demidov. I think this is Slavkovsky for Hudson. For Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Demidov. Nothing there. Here's a shot, stopped, rebound.
There by Caulfield. Don't know if you want him to be a screener. One-timer.
Oh, one-timer. Oh.
Block. Oh. That was a tough break there.
Slavin blocked that one. Quick up. That's a smart play by Dovish. Here's Hudson. Around the boards. Nope. picked off by Miller. Up
Ref
the
got in the way
wall
of the
and out.
Montreal guy. He's not going to be happy. You see that, Nick?
Say that again?
Ref got in the way of the Montreal guy there to keep it clear.
No, that sucks. You guys looking to upgrade the top 6 or what the Panthers have? I don't know.
It's not a need for me.
Dang.
Not a need for me.
Old Duke went in there awkward. If there's a readily available option, sure. I mean, like if something kind of falls into our lap a bit, obviously you'd like to get better wherever, but I don't think it's a need for certain, right? I wonder if they'll add a bit of and that could be done at the deadline too, right?
If Bjork gets drafted, could he be ready to play right away in the top 6?
Well, if he's not, then there's your trade asset to see. At the end of the day, if you don't trade the first for a goalie, you're gonna have an asset to trade at the deadline. Because I don't know if you agree with this, Kirby.
That's what I've been saying on that. That's what I told you.
Oh, they're gonna call that?
I've said, Nick, to draft the guy and then trade him at the deadline, or potential to.
Kirby, here's my prediction. If we don't trade the first for a goaltender, we keep the pick. And
you've been saying that. Yeah.
Like, I don't think we trade it unless like a defenseman or something else comes available. I mean, I don't really know. But realistically, looking at the options available, I don't see it.
I count Lundell as a top 6 guy. I count Marchand, if he's healthy, top 6 guy. So I don't think there's a need there. You have guys that can fill in. Now, you can't have multiple injuries, but if you have one injury to your top 6, Lundell,
even two, you'll figure Marchand, it out. Because then here's the thing, Kirby.
I know they like bringing Lusto up.
If Vilmanis is on the 4th line, well, let's say Bennett and Rodriguez get hurt. Well, Lundell and Marchand move up. Lusto moves to center. Vilmanis goes on the wing there, right?
Yeah. And you could throw like Vilmanis with Barkov or something this year a little bit to see. He's played with Tkachuk and Bennett a little bit. And yeah, you got other guys in camp still, your boy. Second power play here for Montreal, not getting much.
Yeah, technically, sure, but you're still going to have value with the player, right? If you draft Vigo Bjork, it's going to have equivalent value.
If you can't, the player this year could argue that it has more value than the pick before the play.
Like, I think if you draft Schmitz, probably the pick has more value. If you draft Vigo Bjork, well, then I think people view him as a center maybe, but Vigo Bjork probably equivalent value at if you trade him at a deadline, which could be possible. I don't know.
I'll even say, I don't know if this is going to happen, but Malhotra, Verhoff guys slip. I think that holds value.
Oh, if we get one of those two, then yeah. Right. Especially Malhotra.
Someone's got to slip, Nick. Everyone thinks it's probably Schmitz if that's like 1 or 2 spots that he's.
Yeah, is that really a slip?
It's not going to be big.
Like, what's the surprise?
But I get what you're saying, Schmitz. You're saying he's not as much valuable as the pick itself because his ceiling is kind of going to, it's baked in, like Link said, right? He's a great, solid player, but it's baked in, so it's more of a safe pick. And
that's why I'm not too sure.
I don't know if that fits the team.
That's again, will it fit us? Yes. But do I want that? I don't know if I necessarily want to go that route. Now you could say, oh, let's make our team better. Yes. But I really think my goal with this draft pick is maximizing the value of it, right? We got a penalty.
It's maximizing the value of the pick. I think it's just having that asset.
Correct. Whatever it might be, right? So it could be by picking a player and keeping him, picking a player and trading him, trading the pick. Maximize the value you have with this gift, right? Because let's be honest here, in February, we didn't think, Caulfield got hit in the face.
That's a weak hook call, but okay.
Caulfield, the puck went into the bench, and Caulfield got hit in the face. He's leaving the bench. He went back to the locker room for a sec. Planning to draft a guy who gets traded at the deadline. Tynan Lawrence might be the best target. Down year, number one option at BU that was projected top 3. I'm not huge on Tynan Lawrence. We talked about it with Link. We mentioned a lot of the similar things with Charlie Stramel, but the thing with Stramel, Link mentioned, was a guy that was a defensive center, had already had a lot of different qualities. He was also bigger than Lawrence, right? So that could be, I would be dissuaded from that a bit. Kirby and Link started to really sell me on Wyatt Cullen. Which is Matt Cullen's son. So could that be an option? I'm looking here. I think another guy that could also be have option. Let me see here. I wrote it down.
Well, I like the Cullen pick because he's going to grow here and he's young. And then Belchez, he's a big guy. That's a little further down where you can talk.
Well, here are the
but
6
that's
guys.
like a Lawson Krause.
Here are the 6 guys I think we're looking at, right? Realistically. And unless somebody slips you, trade up, these are probably the guys you're going to more or less be having the choices to pick. Albert Schmeetz, Vigo Bjork, one of the 2, more than likely. Daxon Rudolph, Ethan Belchez, Oliver Savanto, Wyatt Cullen.
Savanto is from Barkov's.
That's another option. I didn't even think of that. That's actually a really good point. You trade the first round pick for Binnington and the first, right? And then you get Binnington and Savanto, and then you either have that center or you have that trade asset.
How far down is that trade?
They're like 14th or 15th. They're not far down.
Yeah. That's an option.
I would rank that pretty high up on my list.
Because you're adding more needs than what's going out the door.
Yeah, and I think a Wyatt Cullen can be there too.
Now, if they did take Savanto, I think they're playing him on the wing. They're not playing him at center.
Well, they could trade him too, because that's a center too.
Or if they want to play him with Barkov.
Like, didn't he mention Joel Eriksson Ek, Anton Lundell, like a good number 2 center, elite number 3 center?
I was surprised on the Eriksson Ek because I thought Link would say, no, not that high. But he didn't really say that. So that was his take.
So it's like
he might be a little higher on him.
If he ends up being like an Anton Lundell, would be a good 2C, but an elite 3C, or like a William Karlsson.
I think if the Panthers took him, Nick, he'd move to the wing. Savanto would.
Okay, but let's say as a prospect, that's what he projects to be. That's gonna have a lot of value, especially a big physical center. Like we talked about the power forward centers a lot, right? And I think that
would his value be like Dvorsky with St. Louis?
You'd have to think. I mean, I actually really like that idea by Meeksy. I'll use Prospect Don's thing here. We got a power play for Carolina.
Wow.
Oh, it's Aho, and it's 1-0. An atrocious first period for Montreal bites him in the ass. It's 1-0
on that skinny call. Nice pass over. Aho hits the net. Was that Ehlers on that pass? Just above the pad, below the glove hand, Nick. That's where goalies are getting beat in these playoffs the most. I heard on Sportsnet, east to west, I believe. On plays that come across the seam. Are they checking offside?
I don't know. We'll see. You might be a little I can't hear. So, no, I don't. Looks like it. Marty St. Louis looks very annoyed right now. He looks like he's wearing a mic.
The guy next to him has a mic.
They're looking at it.
The guy next to him has it right here.
They're taking a timeout.
I'm trying to remember their assistant coach's name. He used to play. Went off his leg, off his hand. And this is interesting. How are they going to talk about this one, Nick, with possession? You guys will have to let us know that. have some sound there.
I don't think that's offsides. Unless they have another angle. I can't tell from there. It looks like Aho gets to it.
Well, the Montreal guy plays it. Is it Matheson? As long as the guy on the wall next to Aho wasn't offside. Looks like they're not challenging it then. St. Louis doesn't look too happy.
Here's a better. What is that angle? Show us the fucking like.
They're back to action for me now. 1-0 Carolina on the board. Aho's fourth of the playoffs. I think second with a goalie in the net. I don't know if his other one was on the power play or not, Nick, because if so, then he doesn't have any even strength 5-on-5. Yeah, Panthers haven't had that one-timer since Mike Hoffman, as far as I'm concerned. I know earlier in the chat, Eli mentioned Laine. If you had more of a prime Laine and you're looking for a guy just to specialize, but again, I don't think Maurice is looking for just a specialized guy on the power play. Right, Nick? I don't think we're a team that does.
No.
Other teams will, but I just Maurice, he asks more than having a specialized guy just sit on the bench and not even be top guy for you, just one of the guys. I don't think he'd like that. Wow.
Oh, wow. 2-0. It's looking more and more like another Sun Belt Stanley Cup final.
Nick, they just ran Montreal's own play on them there. A little bit of Panther style in front there.
Meeksy, I just wanted to let you know, St. Louis has both the 11th and 15th overall pick. So hypothetically, let me reset the draft. I'm going to go to let me see here.
.335 to go here in the first. 2-0 Carolina. Shots 10-2. Shot toward the net there. It's Carolina again. Oh, squeezed off though by Matheson.
I'm using Prospect Don's
site
here, and I'm just kind of going through the options that that they'll run into. Top five's a little weird, but I think every player in the top five gets selected. It's just a little out of order. Carroll's at 6. Seattle goes.
Here comes Carolina.
Albert Schmeetz. Oh, damn.
Oh, is it doing a mock draft for you?
Yeah. Ethan Bouchouts to Winnipeg. And
wow.
Then
right in front. How did that not find in the back of the net?
They have us passing on Vigo Bjork and getting Daxon Rudolph. They have Vigo Bjork falling to 11. Maybe. Yeah, 11. But that would be where St. Louis's first pick is. At the 15th pick, I'll have it run through. It might be a little too late for Oliver Savanto at 15, which is where St. Louis has another pick.
Oh, chance in front. This game's really opening up now. There's a
2-on-1. It's Blake Hudson on the way back.
Vancouver.
Wow. Incredible.
We've seen this happen to the Carolina Hurricanes.
You might see your guy Fowler.
Fowler time. Hudson couldn't get that through and then got caught going back, but I don't know if you can really blame him there. He's the guy that took the shot, Nick.
Demidov's exhausted.
What a play again by Carolina executing.
Well,
this is what Carolina does to every team except one.
Florida.
Or do they do it if it's to Vegas?
I think so.
Carolina winning the cup over Vegas isn't the worst, everyone. Because
yes, it is.
You
it's
can look
the
at
worst thing.
You can look at the narrative. Oh, they won the cup on the Panthers not year. Aren't they still scared to see Panthers in there? You think they're going to have confidence? Nick, Carolina hasn't rolled through the playoffs. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Yeah, I don't disagree. They are 10-1. I know they'll look to that, but
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
not really a playoff team on an average year.
Oh, Antonio is in the chat.
What do you want? What does Antonio want?
Gosh.
Not pissed, Antonio. Not scared. I'm not scared of anything I've seen, Antonio. Antonio, should I be
I'm just
going to
say this.
Are you scared of Vegas, Antonio?
This is the difference between playing Florida and not playing Florida. You have a 3-0 lead in game 4 in a series you're up 2-1. Like,
could Carolina do this against Florida on the road? Could they do something like this?
You know, Antonio, you do that. I'll bet you. You do that. You want to know why? Because we were fully...
Antonio, the goalie list is coming for the Panthers.
Yep.
Lock in.
I'm taking Florida over Carolina. You want to know why? Because Alexander Barkov shuts down Aho.
Yeah, you be here next year, Antonio. What's your community bet? What's the bet? You might have to bet all the Founding Father hosts here. Tony, if you lost a bet 3 times, it'd be a long time payment.
Oh.
We should bet on your Chicago Blackhawks.
Hold on a minute. Just the thing.
Antonio, you need to come on the members only show. We're waiting. $1:20 to go here in the first. 3-0 Carolina. Shots 13-5 Carolina. Carolina getting to the red and dumping it in. You know they're going to do that now, Nick, because then they can sit back in that 1-2-2 or whatever system they want to sit back in there, and
that'll be it for Montreal.
And this is the most difficult way to play against Carolina, like a 3-goal lead.
A better record than the Panthers, sure. I mean, they might. Well, next year's 26-27, not 27-28. So that's 2 years down the line.
What's he saying?
He says, I'll bet you $100 the Canes have a better record than the Panthers. But that's not what we're arguing. We're arguing in a 7-game series.
They're in an easier division, Antonio.
They're in an easier division. Of course they might. They had a better record than us last year, and then we steamrolled them.
Tell them in the chat, everyone. We need Fernando with some division numbers there, Lechka. I think you should go with Fowler. They're going to go with Dolbosch to start because of what he's done here. Yep. But I think Fowler middle next year through
a playoff bet.
You go with him in net. I think Montembeau's done it.
If they beat us in the regular season, which they haven't won a season series against us in how many years, I don't know. But we could finish with 98 points like we did last season and go and win the cup.
No, Antonio, I'll bet you on some community bet on your Chicago Blackhawks for the regular season because we don't know. Probably not playoffs. So we'll do some Chicago.
Did you not say you think let me see. Fully healthy both teams, I'm taking the Canes. Does that mean playoffs?
Cody, better break it down on NHL Edge. Cody, tell Nick which goals you want him to break down. That third one? It was a block shot on that third one. You want to let us know, Cody. We'll show it. We'll show both teams here, Nick. Any Vegas
you
stuff?
think they beat us in a playoff series? Okay. I just don't agree.
Who's in net? Who's in net for Carolina and who's in net for Florida?
Tony, I just want to show you something. Remember when you said
Oh, here we go. Here
Yeah.
we go. Hold on, I'll get the soundboard here. No, hold on, Nick. Leave that up for a while. Leave that up.
We'll leave it up here. We might leave it up.
Leave it up.
We might leave it up
here.
first intermission.
We will. Yeah. Amy Jones will love that. Amy Jones will. Charlene.
Thank you, Fernando. 1-8 against the Cats.
Chicago should be arrested.
I agree, Beef Cat. Look, I think we're a more talented team. But before we go to intermission, we're going to leave this up for the intermission. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor, Caneswear.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
And a word from another one of our sponsors, Jeremy Beckham at Next Home Treasure Coast. Champions don't settle, and neither should you. Let me introduce Jeremy Beckham at Beck Sales FLA, bringing a competitive edge to South Florida luxury real estate. If you want a home that performs in all three zones, location, lifestyle, and long-term value, Jeremy is your power play. The clock's ticking. Let's go for the cup. Reach out now at BeckSalesFLA.com. And if you want to have a chance to win this Anton Lundell signed wall-size frame photo, courtesy of Palm Beach Autographs, make sure to become a gold member. All gold members will be automatically entered into this Anton Lundell giveaway contest, which we will be announcing the winner shortly, perhaps by the end of the Stanley Cup final or by the start of it. Well, no. We'll find out soon. And if you want to figure out how to become a gold member, you can go to our YouTube homepage and learn how to become a gold member and learning the access to all the great perks that each tier provides. There's bronze, silver, and gold memberships. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, gift a membership. And as always, any and all support is appreciated. Make sure to like the video, comment on the videos, purchase a super chat donation. Any and all support is appreciated. We thank you, and let's go Cats. And we will be back for the start of the intermission, but we're not going to go with this. We're going to go with this. Me and Kirby are going to turn our cameras off, and you can spend your first intermission watching the 2025 Stanley Cup champion Seth Jones hoist the cup. For you, Antonio, we'll be back for the start of the second.
We are back for the start of the second period here. Just waiting for my co-host, Nick Levine. We are underway here. Thank you there, Beef Cat, for the latest line. Carolina 5-0 road record here in these 26 playoffs. We'll have to get synced back up when Nick gets back here. Hopefully he's still on with us. 5 seconds in here. Just face off outside the Carolina zone. Shots 12-5 for Carolina here. Carolina, impressive first period there. Maybe one of their best periods of these playoffs. And they've had a few of those periods for sure. Bunch of turnovers by Montreal. I was watching some of the film stuff in between the intermission. I saw at least 4 or 5 turnovers from the Montreal defense that Cody was alluding to. Probably pretty close to double-digit turnover numbers for that opening period, which isn't enough. And a lot of it in their own zone, self-inflicted, not even through the neutral zone, like just trying to exit their own zone there. Probably had about 3 or 4 in that first 5 to 6 minutes there of that opening period. Turnover chances tonight. Here's a stat from Sports Logic. 10-1 in favor of Carolina. Wow. That is huge number through 20 minutes. Even through 40 minutes in a playoff game, that would be a huge number. With 10, the discrepancy of a +9. That's big. Carolina slightly over Montreal in face-off wins, 16-11 in that first period there. Nikolai Ehlers, huge hit on Hudson there. Ehlers has really picked up his game since, I would say, game 2 of this series. He was good at points in the Flyers series, but Nikolai Ehlers might be playing some of his best hockey here as a Carolina Hurricane in this conference final. Big hit, as I mentioned there, on Hudson. Carolina really hungry on pucks here as Montreal trying to enter the zone. They do get an icing here. St. Louis searching for some answers here. 18:52 to go here in the second. We'll get to everyone in the chat. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Back for the second here, Die Hard. Wonder if Rod Brindamore will mention that. You're speaking of the injury gods. When it comes to the Florida Panthers, are you there, Beef Cat? Also, maybe the Colorado Avalanche.
Hey, they made out. They made out this playoffs. Oh, jeez.
Oh, there we go. We'll just straighten that up there. Can you hear me all right, Nick?
Yeah,
I'm all over the place. This tripod fell down when I went upstairs earlier.
Well, no, I can hear you. I can hear you, unfortunately.
I guess could have been everything shattered here. Could have had all the operations offline here.
Well, would have said, everybody have a good night.
That's what you would have did, Nick? Nope. Got to stay on for the content.
Like, Kirby, where the fuck are you?
No way to get a hold of me. How's Habs Nation feeling right now, Nick? Checking in online here.
No, the good news is their assholes aren't tight. They're just disappointed.
Nick, is this the worst team you would want to come back down 3 goals to, the Hurricanes? Can you admit that?
Yeah, if you're Montreal.
Any team.
I think, yeah, and yeah, I mean, except us. No.
Sometimes in a 3-0 lead, it might get a little leaky. And it's,
Kirby, we came back from 3-0 from them twice. You don't remember that?
3-0?
The 2 games in December.
Oh, regular season. I was
Yeah.
thinking playoffs. I'm talking playoffs right now. Man.
Yeah, no, this is a very.
I'm talking a sleepy game in November.
This is a uphill battle for sure. I mean, this is probably
Could they not implement their system?
One of the worst.
When it's going well.
This is one of the last teams, if not the last, you'd want to be down 3-0 to.
Like, look, they just want to eat the clock here.
Because I came into, like, tonight for me was a must-win for Montreal because, if they didn't win tonight, they're not winning Game 5. And I
wouldn't go as far as must-win, but it can't be like this here on home ice.
Well, this looks like Carolina's playing Montreal, the young.
This is looking like Montreal Game 1 against Carolina. What's going on here?
I think Carolina really kind of just
now they're being aggressive here right now.
Oh.
Did you see the hit Ehlers put on Hudson before you came back?
I did.
Just stuff like that, right? And I know you're not a Freddie Anderson fan, Nick, but what does he really have to do here?
Nothing.
Oh, look at Dobosh here. He's going for the empty net. I don't know what that was to.
You might be slightly ahead of me. Caden Gooley is hurt. He's barely he's on his knees, and he's limping to the locker room.
This is not good. A guy that has a lot of injuries in his past.
Chatfield, try to get it up the wall. Texier offsides.
What happened to him here? Let's see a replay. Carrier, your guy there, just chasing. Did they switch up the pairings? Or is that Struble there?
I don't know. They're just not showing it on TNT because there we go, finally.
I'm seeing it. Oh, something twisted maybe, Nick. A twist? He can put weight on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Might have just been a twist. Maybe scared him. He's on the bench right now. Diehard, are you shocked?
Chatfield up the wall to the line. Matheson. It's kept in.
Got it through there, but you can't miss that wide. You're going to put the shot towards the net.
Okay, Kirby, I don't know how you're that far ahead of me again.
I didn't touch anything. 15,
I left the room.
44, 43.
No, I'm 48. I have no clue how this happens.
Skip ahead. Oh, here comes
I can't skip ahead. I haven't paused it. You're the one that
telling you I didn't touch anything. The only thing that fell was my setup in here. Oh.
But when they dropped the puck after whistle, I'll let you know.
Oh, so you guys are probably ahead of us there in the chat, which is fine. Just no spoilers in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button.
Broken tailbone, Antonio.
For me, it'd be more baseball or basketball. Broken wrist.
Broken tailbone because of the spasms.
I think that tailbone.
You don't think you use your tailbone for anything until you need it.
Another one, Antonio, for baseball. I was out for 2 games and I came back. Bruce Sternum, I ran through an outfield wall. The wall won. That hurt.
I bet it did.
Can't really sleep well with that. Tailbone would be similar, though. I know a lot of people that had tailbone injuries with snowboarding, Nick.
Oh, my gosh. So most painful thing, one of the most painful things I've ever
felt. Told me don't snowboard, Kirby. When I was in my late teens, they're like, this hurts too much. Don't do it. And your wrists, too. Fucks up your wrists. And I would go down some severe slopes if I was out there because I would do that with my rollerblades. So probably wouldn't end well for me if I started to crash. Never crashed with rollerblading, but live through those tales. Montreal, I don't know, Nick. They're not trying to dump it in here. They're trying to.
There has been no whistle that we needed to get synced up.
That could be a penalty. That could have been a board. Yep, can't sync up yet. Montreal just trying to do it one-on-one when we got a whistle here now, Nick.
You're ahead of me.
What's your worst injury, Antonio? What's your guys' worst sports injury? Oh, see, Jamie, I hate to say this, but I would have been one of those guys that would lace a shot in the infield, and you would have maybe not thrown up your glove in your bare hand, and I probably would have I almost broke this player's hand at second base when I hit it to them because it caught it right here in the palm. I think they held on to the ball, but their hand was messed up. Off those aluminum bats as well in the cold. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. That's what Aaron Ekblad likes to do. Stick that hand up, Nick.
Yeah.
Not good.
Gets them in trouble.
A lot of trouble. Nick, we're at commercial break here.
I know. Kirby, you know who Charles McAdoo is?
Not a sports injury. My brother broke his collarbone in hockey. That's not a good injury either.
The prospect for the Blue Jays, Charles McAdoo.
Charles Mack. Are you sure Blue Jays? No, I don't know.
No, he's getting called up.
Oh, okay. Did you hear about the Dodgers prospect that got his knee tore up because of the dog that is the bat boy? The dog ran out the field. He twisted this way and he went down with a serious knee injury. It's one of their top prospects. Not good. It's out there on Instagram. German Shepherd.
Stop. Be nice.
It should have been. He should have cut a little bit easier.
Kirby,
I thought when I saw the clip, I thought the dog was going to bite him. Like setting it up. I was like, is this dog going to attack him? What the hell's going on here? We got to get Rocky out there bringing up bats.
Rocky ain't going to do
Just
shit.
looking after you.
Like you
It
again.
ended the Florida Panthers season. Rocky the stick boy.
Stop.
Aaron Ekblad is out for the year.
Stop. Everyone's going to hate my dog.
No, I'm going to hold it off, Nick. I'm not going to say.
That's fucked. I hope he's okay. That sucks, man.
Right. Man, I feels bad. And they said, how much does this dog bring in for fan and entertainment and engagement? But it sucks to see it. Nick, guess who they're showing on the screen right now? No, you're going to love this. Eric Stahl and Mark Stahl.
No fucking way.
The military jerseys with his brother, Jordan.
You know, they never came to our freaking cup finals that I know of. Puck drops.
Oh, Jordan didn't?
Puck drops.
Bruce Eagle?
Oh, yeah, I forget. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Give me a countdown, Nick, from 35.
35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. Are we good?
Shot. Wide.
I keep forgetting Jordan Stahl is on this team.
Wow. What? All this Panther?
Oh, something must have happened. I think somebody got kneed in the neutral zone the way Carolina's bench reacted. Oh.
Look at that, Nick.
Legend, huh?
I'm going to say Adonis. Nick still has this wallpaper background thing, let's say.
On WhatsApp.
What's it? Mark Stahl and I think it's Nick Cousins.
Nick Cousins,
yeah.
yeah.
When are you going to change this, Nick? He doesn't even change it to Paul Maurice. Was that in the Toronto series, Nick?
Yeah, it was after they won. Stahl's like...
Nick, you want to talk about superstitious stuff?
Oh.
Nick? Oh. Wow, got lucky there. Nick, Montreal Canadiens all-time on their birthday. It's Dobash's birthday today. Did you know? Everyone verified that in the chat. Montreal Canadiens goaltenders on their birthday in the playoffs are 0-4.
What type of fucking stat is this?
I pulled out there on Sportsnet. 0-4 on their birthday in the playoffs.
Well,
I think it's a crossbar.
I'm just expecting almost every puck to go in. Do you turn to Fowler if this continues to get out of hand for Game 5?
Yeah, and I think even Rudy said that, but it's not his fault here today.
But
I don't know why you don't.
You need a spark, right?
Yeah. Why, Nick? Why didn't they do that to start this period? Maybe you're 8 minutes through; it's still the same.
I don't know. Montreal needs just a goal.
You're telling me they don't believe in Fowler like we believed in Knight. And by the way, Coach Q waited way too long to bring Knight in that series. Nick, you didn't tell me that. I believed
in Knight more than I believe in Fowler.
Well, I think it's very close. And I think Bob's a better goalie than Dobosh. Bob was struggling. Drieger was struggling.
Well, Bob wasn't struggling. He was ass.
Both could find a save in that series.
See, people acting like we're going to get that goaltending next year for the regular season.
Get what goaltending?
Drieger Bob.
Oh, well, that's a different level than whatever you thought it was this year, Nick.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Because that was like sharp angle shots. Those are back-breaking goals. Like, Bob will allow some goals from the point, Nick. He's not great with those. But those sharp angles...
I don't know many goalies that are great with those.
That I know the stats say otherwise, but I don't know. When you watch games, it's
I'm going to be honest. I don't think a lot of our shots from the point get through.
I don't think we're one of the better teams to do that.
We're not one of those. We're not very good at it, from what I recollect.
For defense, I don't know if they practice that. Kind of walk the line and then take 2-3 strides and then
maybe
shoot.
Sylvan needs to.
Yeah, get on that. Get a little wheel going. Didn't you do a drill like that? A little wheel. You go from the hash mark boards, Nick, and then you pull it out, and you let the shot go.
Kirby, it's been years.
Could you do that drill? Could you do that?
Kirby, not now.
Get on it, Nick. Nick, I'm gonna start yelling Chris Chelios stuff to you.
Come on, Chelios, you old fuck, skate. Oh my gosh, Jamie. Kirby, I'm gonna let you answer this. Be nice.
Jamie and I need to be in the South Florida rinks. Oh boy, Jamie.
So
the question tonight in the chat. We love you, community, but what's going on?
Why is this? How is this guy a better option than Jordan Middington?
How is this guy a better option than 27-year-old Stuart Skinner, who, by the way, Jamie, has NHL experience and cup experience? Don't say he's done, Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie, do you think Stuart Skinner should be, what was that league, the DEL?
Yeah.
Do you think Skinner should be in that league, Jamie? You don't think Skinner should be in the NHL?
People are going to be very surprised if he doesn't sign with Florida. How much he'll get?
Well, Jamie's got that on the record there, okay. Jamie, we still need factual proof of what you heard on Bob on 32 Thoughts or other podcasts. You need to give us a timestamp.
Okay, Antonio. Antonio, with all due respect, I just don't respect your goaltending takes because you said Aiden Hill is better than Carter Hart. And I just think we're not giving him over $5 million. First of all, it's I pray you give him $1 million and start him for 30 games. And now it's I pray you give him over. He's not getting over $5 million. And for the millionth time, Kirby,
yep,
Skinner will not be the starter.
He added to that.
Skinner will not be the starter, Adonis. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Jamie. I'd rather have Stuart Skinner than that DEL goalie you just brought up, the 34-year-old. He's not even 24, Kirby. He's 34. As Kirby ignores me.
Who's 24?
Nope. Oh, my gosh.
No, because I'm typing something right now, Nick.
The DEL goalie. He's not even 24. He's 34.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 34. Yeah, exactly. I knew that was his age. This is what I was typing.
It's thumbs up or Seth Jones reappears on the screen.
Antonio?
Well, Antonio, according to you, he should be lucky to stay in the NHL.
Antonio, do you know 27 is young for a goalie, right, Nick? Some goalies don't even hit their prime till that age. This guy has already experienced back-to-back Stanley Cups. How much playoff games does Skinner have? He has over 50 starts 3 or 4 times in his career. And remember, don't blame Stuart Skinner, Nick. You know who should be blamed?
Darnell Nurse.
Campbell should be
Jack Campbell, Darnell Nurse.
Darnell Nurse, the defense.
Cody Ceci.
The management.
Cody Ceci. So, wait. Antonio, if Skinner, so what's your thoughts on Nurse and Ceci then? If you hate Skinner so much, what are your thoughts on Darnell Nurse and Cody Ceci?
I'm not. What are you bid? What's your bidding? Who are you talking with, Jamie? Are you talking Binnington? If you're talking Binnington, I'm taking him on retention.
The highest I pay for freaking Skinner, 2.5, 3.
Yeah, for Skinner. Sure.
For one or 2 years?
2 at most?
1 to 2 years, 2.5, 3 million?
If he's looking for a 3-4 year deal, Jamie, I'm not jumping at that.
Oh, thank you, Adonis. Game 6 and 7, Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
That's what you blame.
Okay, why don't you be critical of some of the other players on the Oilers?
He said he'd rather have Mrazek, who...
He's not that good. Mrazek's best hockey was in the World Juniors in Edmonton or wherever it was at, Antonio. That's when he peaked. Are we still waiting for Mrazek? How old's Mrazek? Is he 30, Nick?
Something like that.
So are we still waiting on him?
Look, I'll just say, if we get Stuart Skinner, don't be surprised. He's not even answering the question. He's just going off on different.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Oh,
How the ladies like it, Antonio? Like Seth Jones stole your girlfriend.
Okay, Beef Cat. Skinner will not be the starter. If you're asking, do I want Stuart Skinner to be the number one goalie on the Florida Panthers? The answer is no. Absolutely not. I want Stuart Skinner to be the number 2 goalie on the Florida Panthers?
Whose name here? What's your boy talking about with Lou?
There's no man bun, Antonio, but
what's your boy talking about with Luongo here, Nick? You know what?
Yeah, okay, Beef Cat. He has to start games. So does every other backup goalie in the NHL.
Have to kneel down. Can we see it from here?
Yeah, Kirby. Yes, I can see it.
I'm wearing that today because of his tweet. Did you see it, Nick?
Yes, I did. That was funny.
Did you see my response?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you'll love it. Put it on the screen.
So, Beef Cat. So you don't want Skinner starting a single game? Like one game is too many. I think you guys are being a little ridiculous.
Well, Ehlers fan there. Ehlers been a threat here, though. Let Ryan know that this is a Luongo.
Okay, well, I think you're completely wrong.
Shirt.
I think you're completely wrong, and you're being completely ridiculous, Beef Cat. Completely ridiculous. And I think you're getting caught up in the name and the history there. Okay. Well, Antonio, you didn't want Seth Jones playing 20 minutes for your team either, and look what ended up happening.
The bell. Hit the bell. Now Ehlers is hurt.
And they're saying two different things. There could be a bidding war for Skinner. Why are teams going to bidding war for Stuart Skinner if he sucks?
Yes, Jamie. And also the goalie market. Not everyone is looking for goalies like the Panthers. How many guys, Nick, do we have signed to contract right now at the NHL level?
Okay, here's a really good example.
How many guys, Nick, do we have signed?
For what?
For goalies at the NHL level. How many guys do we have signed for goalies?
At the AHL, I think 2 or 3.
No, NHL level. Currently. Okay, Jamie, we have 0 goalies signed at the NHL level. The solution, Jamie, ain't in Charlotte.
And it ain't in these Russian or Danish leagues.
It's not. I'll be shocked. Jamie, you actually think that's a realistic
Okay, here's a really good example. What did Dan Vladar do in Calgary that warranted the contract in Philadelphia that Skinner hadn't done in Edmonton? What did Dan Vladar do in Calgary? Was it better than Skinner? Dan Vladar was awful.
Dan Vladar was up and down in Calgary. He had some good moments, but he was also down.
Would you say better than Skinner?
I'd almost argue Skinner was more consistent.
And he went to Philadelphia, which isn't a phenomenal team by any stretch. Oh, Matheson.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. Let the Montreal fam know that.
Attaboy, Matheson.
Oh, here he comes. He's coming from the bench. He's going to the box.
He's like, Chris, can you take him for me full time?
That was a big misstep by Montreal signing him. I don't
notice how Antonio didn't respond to my Seth Jones comment.
There's a little bit of embellishment there too.
I do want to ask, and I'd like to ask the chat too, because we're talking about it. What did Dan Vladar do in Calgary that was so much better than Stuart Skinner?
Yeah, because I want you guys to know.
I want the chat to answer this.
The chat. I'm in Alberta. I watch Calgary. I watch him. I want to know how many games you guys watched of Skinner and how much you guys watched of Vladar, and break it down for us, right, Nick?
Say that again?
I want them to tell us how much games they've watched of Skinner and Vladar in Calgary and in Edmonton, in those spots, and break their games down for us.
So you're telling me you wouldn't do Bob Skinner, Beef Cat?
Carolina to the power play here.
What are you talking about, Jamie? What did Vladar... Vladar was better in Calgary than Skinner was in Edmonton?
Jamie, they moved on from him and went to Devin Cooley, and Cooley wasn't a sure thing.
You do realize, Beef Cat, if Bob gets hurt, with Vitek Vanacek as the backup, we're screwed.
Yes.
If Bob gets hurt with Daniil Tarasov, we're screwed. And as much as you won't want to believe it, if Bob gets hurt with Anthony Stolars, we're fucking screwed. Moral of the story.
I'm going to go as far as saying Lion. It's right on that line.
And here's the thing.
Right there.
If your starter gets hurt, you're screwed either way. But here's the great thing. Skinner will not be the starter.
2-man advantage, Aletsky says now. Wow. Going to the box here.
Oh.
No, but I want to go back to Beef Cat.
I don't agree at all. Because here's the
Who's
thing.
telling you that Tarasov's a starter, Beef Cat? The Florida media? Don't listen to that. They're biased.
Okay, Beef Cat.
Biased.
Beef Cat.
Who's telling you?
I don't think he'll become a legit one, Meeksy, but I do think that he can carve out a role.
I just want to jump in. The difference, Jamison Olive, he's not going to tweet anything about Stuart Skinner until he becomes a Florida Panther. Then Jamison will have all the stats.
But here's the thing.
He's not on the team right now.
Tarasov never had to be a starter. So, of course, you're going to say Tarasov because he had played 25 games?
And the fucking Panthers media just blows his tires.
Like, Tarasov's never had to be a starter. Like, you do the amount of games you plays matter.
It does. Greatly.
If Stuart Skinner were in Daniil Tarasov's position as a backup in Columbus and in Florida, he would have been much better.
But what you guys are seeing from Skinner, you're not telling us, one, first of all. Number two, you're seeing the media and all the Panther fans clown on him because we beat them. You're not watching his games outside of against Florida. And you're trying to compare him to Tarasov. Show us the stuff on Tarasov.
Jamie? Really, Jamie?
Okay, Jamie. We can show
That's
you the
what we're going off of?
Skinner's better than Tarasov if you want to go off of those numbers.
There you go.
Jamie, we've already shown this on stream.
I'm not saying you can't
Jamie, you didn't watch Dan Vladar in Calgary.
I'm not saying you can't like what you saw from Tarasov, but Tarasov is not better than Skinner. Because if Tarasov was a starter at Edmonton, they ain't making it.
Beef Cat, did you like what you saw of Tarasov in 25, 30 games or whatever he played? Or do you think he can actually do that?
I have a question. Could Tarasov do that for 45 to 50 games?
You're that confident that he can.
Thank you, Adonis. Workload matters.
And Adonis, the teams are looking at that when they acquire goalies. And Vladar was a risk. Vladar was a moderate risk that panned out for this year.
Okay. So the reason they made the Cup Finals is McDavid and Leon. They're also the reason they lost because Beef Cat
Skinner's the reason why they beat Dallas.
In Game 7, how many goals did Stuart Skinner allow?
2-man advantage almost expiring here.
How many goals did Stuart Skinner allow in Game 7? And I'll wait for the answer.
Nice pass there. Wow, good block. Montreal's going to kill these both off. Wow. They need a goal, though.
Okay, what about games 4, 5, and 6? And 7?
If you guys want to say Skinner had bad games, okay. Didn't Bob as well, Nick?
Yeah. Did you see Bob in that same Edmonton series?
So should he have not been our starter anymore?
But Beef Cat, that's not what Beef Cat. No, Skinner gave up 2 goals in Game 7. So Beef Cat.
I predicted both goal scorers, Diehard, Verhaeghe and Reinhardt. Hit the bell.
Ding.
Nick knows. It's on audio record. Audio file. You guys want to see it? I'll send it to you. Hey, Antonio, I'll message it to you.
Like, if you're asking me, would I rather do Bob Tarasov or Bob Skinner? It's 10 million times Bob Skinner.
Where's the unjustified hate comment? Look at Yup there. Yup's on it. And hey, Skinner had his meltdowns in the regular season. There was times where they couldn't go to him, but he was put in an unfair situation having to take over the starter's net when they didn't have Campbell there. They didn't have roster consistency, whether it would be in net or on defense. Like all of this has to come into the factor here.
I want to show.
And
something.
Again, Skinner wasn't being paid like
now,
Darnell Nurse.
Okay, I want to show something here. Ready?
Yeah.
Skinner with a .905 save percentage, 19 to 21 shots in Game 7. Let me go here. Oh, let's go. 0, 0, 0. Oh,
Hyman.
0, 0, -1.
Corey Perry, Mr. Clutch.
Oh, 0, 0, -1.
Hyman.
So, who is the biggest problem in Game 7?
Henrique, deadline position.
Is it Stuart Skinner? I don't know. Thank you. I just, again, this is the same thing. Like,
yeah, and just to jump in on Lechka's point, great point here. And people are calling
yes,
Benny
they do.
toxic. Skinner's a great guy, Nick. He was fitting well with our room.
I think I'm selling myself on it, Kirby.
Players love Skinner. He's a good locker room and culture guy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I just don't. Why wouldn't you want to bring him on as a backup? Because he wasn't a good starter?
Hey, Antonio, we're in the minority, but we love being in the minority on these takes. I was with the Kachuk. No one was with me. Seth Jones, Paul Maurice, Brandon Monter. I was the guy. So that's fine.
Without Adonis, Warren Fogle is the reason they got to it. Once you get to Game 7, if you would have told Edmonton, hey, Stuart Skinner is going to allow 2 goals in Game 7, they're like, oh, we're winning the Stanley Cup. No, you're not, because McDavid didn't show up. And that's about it.
But Antonio and everyone in the chat, me and Nick and Cody, we don't make our decisions off the media, off of other content creators. We make our own independent thought.
Antonio, you think Aiden Hill would be a better fit in Florida? I think you're nuts. Crazy.
Alexia, we should have to give Aiden Hill to Antonio. That's what should happen. Vegas should have to pass him off to Chicago. Nick, I'm looking forward to looking at Aiden Hill's numbers next year and Stuart Skinner's. If Stuart Skinner is on a good team, like Aiden Hill has been afforded to.
I think Aiden Hill, I think Stuart Skinner in Ottawa. I think that's not a bad fit.
Okay. So Ottawa team and above, you're going to say we can grade him with Aiden Hill. Is that fair, Antonio?
Yeah. And
you can't go to Poverty Blackhawks or to Calgary Flames.
What Skinner needs is to get out of that market and out of that role. That's it. This isn't a guy that should be kicked out of the league.
Yeah, and if
he's
Jamie
a Calder finalist
of the league, I don't know what to tell you. Jamie, you want goalies from the Flyers. They should be packing their bags and going not to the KHL, the MHL, or whatever those other leagues are over there.
Well, first of all,
that's where they should be going.
Whoever scouted the Flyers goaltending outside of Vladar, they should be packing their bags permanently because they were freaking awful.
And Jamie, you believe in those guys in that organization? Do you want to go through the Flyers goalies of the past?
Like Ivan Fedotov and Sam Ersson might be 2 of the worst goalies I've ever seen. Genuinely, they are so bad.
They have had a couple of good goals.
And you want to know the reason why Vladar? You want to know why Vladar had to start 51 games? Vladar's like a perfect example to compare to Skinner, by the way.
Yeah, they weren't expecting him, I don't think, to probably start.
No, you want to know why he had to play so much? Because Sam Ersson was so bad.
Show Jamie the goals saved above.
Oh, what a save.
What a save. Show Jamie the advanced numbers on Ersson and Fedotov. Jamie, why do those numbers not matter? Jamie, the Flyers were a playoff team, right, Nick? Shouldn't those goalies have good numbers?
Hey, so Kirby?
Yes, Antonio, I do.
Yes.
But guess what, Antonio?
Yes.
Yes and less. Yes and yes. Listen to this, Antonio. I like Skinner before I heard anything from sources that I know. Right, Nick?
I mean, we started this bit what, like a month ago?
They were listening here then. This was way before any of this was, and it's not even documented.
We also talked about
Binnington
in January.
Yeah, Binnington in January, I think I brought up. It's on the podcast. MB, I don't know. That now people are talking about this McKinnon thing. When he's losing, he's not good to be around.
Well,
So,
first
so
of all,
no,
it's
just
not a
answer
bit,
MB's question.
but it is. I
We're-
genuinely
but-
do want Stuart Skinner. It's not a bit.
It's not. We're not doing a bit here. Nick, to answer MB's question on Binnington, we shouldn't be worried about his negative character if Panthers are just going to be winning hockey games.
Ooh.
Right, Nick? Why should we be worrying about that?
Well, yeah.
If we're so good and all these teams are trash or below us, I'm not worried about Binnington's character in the room. Oh, here goes Eli.
Wasn't Seth Jones a character issue in Chicago's locker room?
Yeah, I thought he was, Antonio. You tell
Look,
us something.
there is a debate for and against Skinner. I'm on the debate for it. I think in the right position, which I think we provide, in the right role, I think he'll do well. And I'm confident in it. And if he doesn't get signed, well, then we don't have to talk about it anymore. But you know what? He's not signed yet. So I just look at these teams around the league, and I look at the goaltenders around the league, and I'm like, Skinner better than this guy? Yeah. 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 Okay.
Donis has him. What? He's a Skinner's a cinephile?
What? It's a
Cinephile.
oh,
Movie buff.
okay.
Look
Yes.
at the Steelers tonight.
Yeah, I cannot believe like you getting me to be a Stuart Skinner stan. Like,
Yeah, right. See all this stuff. We'll get next section. Will be wearing the mustaches.
we're gonna get the mustache.
Mustaches.
Well, yeah, that is true, Antonio, because you guys promised him a contending window when you guys gave him a rebuild.
You guys promised.
So the Blackhawks lied to him to get him there.
You guys tried to get Dougie Hamilton there and other guys, but you didn't get those guys. Dougie was going to be your solution. Antonio, pair him up with Jones. Remember that?
Well, they lied to Seth Jones, I think, about there being a contending window, and then they rebuilt.
Yep.
So why are you going to tell a guy, hey, sign here, we're going for a cup, and then, oh, no, we're actually going to rebuild?
You misled him. You misguided him. You didn't put other players around him at his caliber, Nick, and at the point of where he was at in his career, right?
Yeah.
Hard fit, Antonio.
And when we got him, he was like one of, if not the worst contract in the NHL.
Oh, he's not going to translate. You know, we don't know how he's
terrible. And now everybody's like,
oh, what a great move.
Weren't saying
Antonio, you remember the stuff that was said. You remember of all people what was said. Antonio, I was looking at your comments the other day on that episode, by the way.
It's incredible.
Antonio, you got to remember, we came on air. I just got out of the shower that day, and we made our takes right there on the spot. No prep, no nothing. All natural. It wasn't a bit then, Nick. It's not a bit now with Skinner.
No, and I agree. But here's the thing.
Look at our track record.
Stuart Skinner preferably shouldn't be starting in a Stanley Cup final run for the Florida Panthers. But out of all the options, if we need to go to any backup in a cup run for a game or two, who out there would you rather have than Skinner?
Well, MB, isn't it weird that Brad Marchand became a Florida Panther and was wearing red? I don't know. People thought that was weird. So I don't understand to get the mindset around it for when it comes to Stuart Skinner.
Stan Coven's hurt.
Is he?
Yep. Hey, me and Kirby, and I'm not like even a huge Skinner fan, but like, I'm not like.
I'm kind of like, what's he doing in Edmonton?
But for me, if we're able to get, I would be very happy and very content with a Bob Skinner tandem.
I think, call me crazy, I could be wrong. I think the guy's shirt I'm wearing here today, Roberto Luongo, Rob Tallis, can minimize the bad goals that Stuart Skinner has accustomed to get by him. You know, I think our goaltending department can work on that with him. And from there, Nick, I don't mind some of the fundamentals that he has.
Kirby, there's goalies. We've had goalies with worse fundamentals than him. But Skinner has been a starter for a Cup finalist team, Antonio. Like, who would you rather have as a backup, him or Ville Husso? I don't know.
But he already wants Mrazek, he said.
Mrazek? Mrazek sucks. Like, you're acting like Skinner should be out of the league, which just tells me, like, you're not watching it. Like, nobody that's watched this guy's like, oh, this guy shouldn't be in the NHL.
And Tony, if you think he's out of the league, I'm going to see every report that's out there on Twitter. How many teams are interested in Skinner, Nick? I'm going to look
Vitek Vanacek is a backup goalie in the NHL. We literally went into a playoff run with Vitek fucking Vanacek.
Yep. And he was just floating around out there. No one really thought that was the goalie for Florida after night cut. Remember that day when we were on the stream?
Well, Kirby, did I not
didn't know
say
who
that?
the goalie was. We're like, I don't think it's not Drieger. We're like,
okay.
Drieger.
Did I not tell you Vitek Vanacek the night of that?
Yes, on the podcast episode.
On the live, I said, I think
on the live.
Vitek Vanacek's the option. Go back and watch it. You'll find it.
Okay,
And,
then Nick knew.
Yep.
I didn't know.
She loves. You know, that can.
Nick,
You'll find out.
Stay tuned to the next podcast episode.
You're really kind of deciphering some names.
Does Antonio not like Shelos either? See, I'm losing my set here. See, it's all breaking down, Nick.
If you guys don't get, okay, so Kochetkov, a guy probably a lot of people would say is better than Skinner, who our guy Jamie wants to have as the starter next year, according to his Puckpedia rosters.
I fixed it, I think.
Has worse numbers than Stuart Skinner? There you go, Kirby. Welcome back.
Falls back on it again. I'm a mess today.
I don't know, but yeah. If you don't get what we're saying, well,
how many goalies are the Penguins keeping? Who else do the Penguins have in their system?
So if you're taking Skinner over Kochetkov, see, there's a goalie who I bet, Antonio, you didn't even think would be better. Skinner would be better than.
I like Kochetkov. I don't agree with that comment either, Nick.
What do you mean?
He doesn't like Kochetkov, is what he's saying.
He'll take Skinner over Kochetkov.
Yeah, I would take Kochetkov over Vanacek.
Oh, no, I hope.
I would probably take Kochetkov over Nedeljkovic.
Yeah, maybe. I like Nedeljkovic.
He was beating him for that job.
I'm just saying.
Adonis not a fan. I don't know if he's on my list, Adonis. Kochetkov, maybe if you got like Hellebuck.
Well,
Tarasov could stay if you got Hellebuck.
Tarasov could stay if you have Hellebuck.
No.
I'm not a huge Kochetkov fan, personally.
No? But you hate Anderson more. You called for Kochetkov last year. That was a Nick W.
Yeah, that's more of an indictment against Freddie Anderson than it is an endorsement.
Cody didn't like that.
Fyodor Kochetkov.
Oh, man.
But Artur Sheilov, that's an interesting name. Hint.
Are you saying that on Kochetkov there, Adonis? But again, me and Nick don't think Tarasov is necessarily a future starter either. And I think you're with us on that one, Adonis. That's why I'm not like, what are we holding on to Tarasov for? We can move on from him as well.
There is no situation with Shesterkin.
Nothing that I've heard.
Oh, we like gamers, don't we? Panthers like gamers.
I liked Shelos in Vancouver a lot. I would get in arguments with one of our Finnish community members about him.
Oh, I've already texted him.
So, did you text him yet?
Let's do it right now.
And I think Shelos Shelos maybe similar to Vladar, right, Nick? One good year, had a down year, came back up. Similar in some ways to Vladar if you look at the numbers. So, Jamie, do you like Shelos and Vladar? Both have been up and down. Anyone could add Shelos, I think, this summer, right, Nick? And Pittsburgh decided to get him. I think he was available. Didn't have a great year at all last year. He was put in starting net situations for Vancouver, and he didn't succeed last year. Also, part of the team you're playing in front of as well plays into this, right?
Well,
No?
I
don't know.
Again, Shelovs is a guy.
Shelos has playoff experience. Not as much as Skinner. Has lost to Skinner in the playoffs, Nick. But he has playoff experience. I don't know. Skinner beats Ottinger. Shelos. Guess it doesn't matter. Ottinger again. Who else did he beat last year, Nick? Was it Aiden Hill? It was kind of a combo net there, though. So don't know if you guys are going to give Skinner credit for that. He might not have been in net in that series.
Well, if Omar Skinner's the plan in Ottawa, Jamie, I just got a text from him.
MB, you'll have to explain that. Is that when they got Luongo? Because before Luongo, they couldn't find a goalie. But after Luongo, are you saying? It's fair. Demko, Markstrom, some free agents, some guys within their system. But Vancouver and Philadelphia for the longest time were goalie graveyards.
Oh, we're in intermission. All right, we'll be back.
Waiting on you. We are back for the start of the third period. Saw interesting stat during the intermission. I don't know if any of you guys in the chat saw. Carolina Hurricanes have more block shots in this series up to this point than the Montreal Canadiens have total shots on net through this series, which is crazy. I think it's one block shot more, something like 65, 64, something like that. But crazy stat indeed. Canadians can look at this. They've outscored the Hurricanes 3-0 in the third period this series. Sportsnet trying to show some stats to change the momentum of this game. Hits 22-18 for Carolina here. Appreciate everyone here being in the chat. Lively discussion about Panthers. Things that are going to be transpiring here over the following weeks, as these games have kind of taken a little bit of a backdrop to discussions in the chat, but that's what we're here for, to talk with all of you during these live streams. Make sure to join us for the live streams that do involve your Florida Panthers with guests, content people, just some of our own shows as well, be it podcast or live streams. We're going to have Prospect Don come back after he gets back from the Combine. We did have him scheduled for tonight, but kind of our schedules and his schedule kind of more conducive to have him back returning in the next 2 to 3 weeks, since we had such a big show with Link over the weekend. Podcast episode next week, which will be about the Panthers. That'll be on our audio side as well. We're looking to put up some Spaces Rewind episodes for you guys that are new to our Spaces world, that haven't been around the last 3-4 years. We're putting up classic episodes over there. It's kind of what you see here in the chat tonight, a little bit of unfiltered stuff where a lot of emotions, different things come up during those playoff games and those moments. We have the Brad Marchand debut game up, the 4 overtime game, 2 Stanley Cup winning nights. We are going to put up, I think, Game 6 of the Edmonton Oilers Florida Panthers game. I know it's not one we want to remember as a fan base. It was a very interesting night taking calls, and that's before we did the post game over here on YouTube, obviously. Very interesting. I had to invite one caller up at a time. Emotions, cannot even describe the feelings of that night. But yeah, it's an interesting listen back, and especially that we won. I think it's easier for all of you guys from the community to go listen to something like that, since we ended up winning that Game 7. How would the trajectory of the franchise go if we didn't win that Game 7? A lot of different talks that night, a lot of uncertainty. Just interesting to look back at stuff in history as well. The Matthew Tkachuk blockbuster trade, I think that's a 4-hour episode. I try to listen back to that every summer and just hear what the fan base had to say at the time of that trade, as Carolina almost makes it 4-0 there. So that one's up on our channel, and that did huge numbers for our community. That really kind of elevated us. First night that I met Nick, Cody at that time was one of my co-hosts. Lex as well. I know you guys haven't seen Lex really here on the YouTube channel side with her schedule, but she's over on Spaces when we do host stuff over there. Sometimes later evenings, weekends, things like that. So yeah, it was a good memories to kind of look back on for the most part. Most of those are going to be good memories that we upload stuff. Some preview shows as well going into the Rangers series, Edmonton series. That stuff's always. You guys should go back and listen to the Edmonton one. The Edmonton one's up there. I think it's the one from 24. We had our guest Avery representing the Oilers for that one. We at 17:45 mark here of the third. Still 3-0 Carolina here. Montreal's going to have to get on the board here. And again, it's
you were 2 seconds ahead of me. I didn't touch it. I left the room. So I guess it's an intermission thing.
Such a difficult task here for any team to come back when Carolina's up 3-0.
Yep.
Yeah, just talking about stuff in the community.
Oh, I heard it all.
There we go.
Heard it all.
I need some Spaces Rewind suggestions from you. I'm waiting from you guys on my co-hosts. Some classic ones. I think some of those Boston ones were some of our best in 23 there.
When we beat
Toronto
Boston.
ones too. The Toronto one, Toronto Game 1 or Toronto, what would have been Game 5 when we wrapped it up? We need to upload those ones, I think.
Yeah.
Those are some great ones.
We lost the freaking Edmonton in Game 6.
That one's going up. I told everyone that one's going up. I've listened back.
No, this is not good. No fucking shit, Nick.
Nick, you called in that night?
I did. Well, not that night. It was morning for me.
I took about 8 to 10 calls.
Did you guys see the new Pat McAfee content? Because the Knicks swept the Cavs. He's doing a special to talk with commissioners from distant sports to talk about the leagues and their futures. Interesting content. Hopefully, Pat asked Bettman a lot of questions. We'd like to get Gary Bettman on the program.
Pat McAfee, does he want to be I don't know, conduit of all the leagues or something, make himself a new job role or something? Because he does wrestling and other stuff. Like, does he want to be part of all the leagues discussion? Maybe he's the only guy trying to make that effort, Nick. Truly.
Well, especially what are we doing?
Look at the American mainstream media.
What are we doing?
Give me one. We gave you guys some football talk there the other night. Cody sprinkles in some baseball. We can do it quite a bit. Well, what's that there going on? What timestamp are you at here, Nick? Oh, Nick is gone. So we will not sync up.
15, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. I love it how I don't get an answer.
22, 21, 20.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
I paused it. See, I timed it in my head. You want an answer from me? I was doing the math. Boom. Hit it on the mark.
You're right, Kirby. I was wrong. I apologize.
I was trying to focus. This guy.
We barely talked about the game tonight. Let's break some of it down on NHL Edge.
What are you going to break down, Nick?
We're going to break down some of the goals on NHL Edge.
There we go. Break it down. That's what Cody will say. We didn't do it for the Carolina team. Here we go.
These streams have turned into Panther talkathons.
Yes, it has.
Let me take a look here.
Yeah, that's been a big talking point today. The 3-point system. Nick can show that tweet maybe on our podcast episode. Where Vegas.
Not really a huge amount to break down here. There is one play, I guess. I mean, it's not even that catastrophic. I think Montreal actually does a pretty good job here. You take a look, comes up the wall here. Ehlers and Walker, they're going to cross up and try to get Montreal to open up some space and maybe try to go into the high slot. But then Philip Deneau could obviously, we have a chance. No. Philip Deneau can kind of drop back. But he's kind of hoping to lose one of these guys and come into the high slot with a quick shot with some traffic in front. Deneau could collapse on him there, but they do a good job. He's still on him. They try to create another pick play here. Again, Deneau right on Keandre Miller. I mean, again, everything pretty much kept to the outside. And look, I mean, looking at it right here, I mean, Montreal, I mean, they're in fine position.
See that weave play? Can you go back there, Nick? See that weave play? That's what Montreal tries to do.
Well, Montreal does that a lot, and they run picks. And Carolina absolutely has tried to do that. But I think Montreal does a nice job against it here. I mean, look at this positioning here, Curb. I mean, you have Philip Deneau on Keandre Miller, who's driving wide. You don't have really a guy in the high slot. Now, again, I suppose if Keandre Miller kicks down a little bit more here, when I'll show it here. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, I can see if you're moving along. I'm watching it here on the monitor.
So you're taking a look here. Keandre Miller can come down the wall here, and if he draws Texier in, that allows, Martinook open for a one-timer here, but that's a tough play. The play just kind of comes around. It's mainly a net front battle that I guess they lose, and it gets thrown.
A lot of guys in the net area there.
Gets thrown to the front of the net, and I don't know what happens. Who's 17? Josh Anderson for obviously there's a defense there. I mean, again, part of that play is designed to get the defense moving up high and maybe create a bit of a mismatch down low. Anderson at the net front instead of a defenseman. But again, I think Montreal still, despite that, does a nice job of defending it.
Run it through on a loop after when you're talking. Just
so I mean, again, puck comes up the wall. They try this pick play, and there are a couple different options. But it's good puck movement by Carolina, but Montreal defends it well. And, it's just a net front battle at that point. So, a little bit of a surprise there. I don't think any of us thought that was going anywhere. I remember, we have an opportunity here. Hall.
Ooh. Jamming away
at it.
And Nick, maybe Montreal defended that so well. Whistle. Maybe Montreal defended that so well because they see that every day in practice.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Boosh. And here's the other part. Here's the other part of it, right? Like I'm gonna look at these other goals. This is nothing complicated. This is a chance in the high slot. Hall and Gostisbehere do an excellent job of collapsing and attacking Hudson. Shot gets blocked and it's a bounce the other way. You have a tired group out there. Everybody is below the hash marks. And again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. 2 of those guys fell down, I believe. But you have 1, 2, 3 guys below the hash marks who are tired. You have 1, 2, 3 guys around the puck, 4 also. Right, that can take that puck in transition. Again, look how slow they are coming back. Blake picks it up, and again, it's not really close. I mean, the only guy that can get his ass back is Hudson, and he tries his best. But, I mean, at what you're hoping for in that, and again, I don't know how well Struble played it, but you're kind of hoping Hudson just put your head down and fill a lane and get your ass back straight, like north-south, and Struble goes and challenges Blake to try to force a net front opportunity. He really does, and he plays kind of the middle there. Hudson a little bit late getting back, but again, great play here, a saucer pass in front, and it's a backdoor goal. Not much Dobish could do there. First one, nothing really spectacular. Enter in the zone, almost offsides, as we know. And then it's kind of this play along the wall there. Carolina seems to open it up there. Seam pass across the ice. It's back of the net. So kind of taking a look at what Montreal did there. You have Matheson and Carrier right here. Let's see. I want to see where they're at. Okay. Yep, they open it up. They do just a nice job of opening up. Ehlers coming off the bench obviously helps a lot, right? They're not accounting for that. But again, New Hook goes to try to cover that. Evans doesn't get his stick in the lane there. Matheson a little late because he's just coming down from the wall to get back in a position. And again, it's a cross-seam pass. So there's not much. I mean, it really hasn't been.
Like Ehlers created that whole play, like you mentioned, coming off the bench, but that's what opened it up for Aho.
I mean, to me, this isn't anything truly systematic. These are just some battles. And, obviously one's a power play goal, right? But the other one's it's block shot, goes back the other way. I mean, Struble maybe attacks him a little sooner, and Hudson is able to back check straight line back check, kind of like just fill a lane there. But, I mean, again, we saw it. I mean, Montreal's – it's just a play here or there. I mean, in those particular goals. Now, again, I think Carolina's earned those bounces. They're doubling Montreal in shots tonight. I mean, this has been a very boring game when it comes to – if you're a Montreal fan.
Well, we kind of thought when it was 3-0 early, Nick.
Well, yeah, and this is the worst game script for Montreal because you want them if you're in a 1-1, 2-1 game, maybe you can get a quick goal, like a good bounce, right? But if you're Montreal, and look, they like I said, Kirby, I said this to you the other day, they're tied 1-1. Like if they go out and get their ass beat and lose in 5, it doesn't matter, right? Now, I didn't think it was actually going to happen. Here's a chance. Backhand blocked. But
I had 5 games in the other series for Colorado.
Well, yeah, that was the biggest surprise.
I miss, since doing content, I have missed the most on Vegas predictions.
Yeah. Well, I've been right.
And Boston.
I've been right the most.
On Vegas?
For this year?
No, I'm talking over the last 3-4 years.
Oh.
For content.
No?
Okay.
Are any of the Hurricanes top 6 starting? Stankoven, I think. I know we don't like Aho, but he'd be the second line center there, you'd have to think, right? Svechnikov would be there over Howden. I think Stankoven would be there.
Out is their second line center, Vegas?
No, Carlson right now is.
Carlson, okay. But Carlson, it's usually Hurdle, is what I was going to say.
Yeah. Right now,
so Aho over, but maybe not Aho over Carlson.
Maybe not, right? That's the thing. I do think Svechnikov and Stankoven get in there, though. Okay. Jarvis for sure. Jarvis gets in over like a Howden or something like that.
Vegas pretty good on top 6 wing, though.
Yeah.
That's where some of their strength lies now, Nick. Dorofeev.
Yeah. We'll see. There's Slavkovsky. Montreal looking to get back in this game. Here's Demidov down the wing. poked off there. Miller's had a much better game here, his last two.
Yeah, you know what they were showing of Keandre Miller on Sportsnet, Nick? Wow.
Oh, here's Jarvis and Alone.
Oh,
nice.
watch another breakaway save for him.
Oh, high slot, one-timer.
Nick, you know what they were showing of Keandre Miller on Sportsnet?
What?
He sent Elliot Friedman his football highlights from high school, I believe, from a website called Huddle.
Okay.
And they were showing
that website.
They were showing that, Nick, during intermission.
Whatever.
And David Amber, remember him? He's kind of cocky, not respectful towards the Panthers. He's like, I could have stopped him at the end. And then Elliot said, no, you couldn't.
Yep. Well, Elliot knows ball.
Remember, Elliot Freeman covered the CFL, Nick, in the NBA before he did the NHL.
Yep.
And Canadian University football.
Look, we may not get respect from the Sportsnet Hockey Night in Canada, but from Nick Kiprios and Justin Bourne, we're getting respect from them.
From Kipper, yep.
Yep. Kipper and Bourne.
We got to get Doug McLean back on this.
Nick Alberga, I'm sure.
Nick Alberga, I don't know much on that. I don't know. Zach gives the Panthers respect. I respect that. You know when I'm listening, Nick, he doesn't know I'm there. Nick, when Zach doesn't know I'm there, I hear him talk up the Panthers.
Well, everybody does.
A lot of bash. A lot like to bash.
Yes, Die Hard. Yes. Kirby, you like Jerry Maguire, right?
Oh, there goes Dyer. Dyer knows his movies. It was all right. I'm not saying.
You got Adonis in here. He's a big film guy.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Adonis, did you see the Michael Jackson movie?
But Adonis hasn't seen some of the movies I told him he needs to watch. He hasn't seen The Sixth Sense yet. Have you seen it?
Cody, I agree. Kirby, I don't care what you say. I think Carolina in 5 at this point. I mean, this is just...
Cody doesn't want to give Montreal...
They cannot lose this way. I mean, this is just...
No, people are starting to blame Martin St. Louis. Oh, they need another coach now, says somebody.
Are you saying I'm pouring gas on the fire?
Is that a new emoji in the middle?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Sure. Is it gas on the fire?
I don't know what that middle emoji is. Yeah, gas, fire.
D'Lo?
Yeah, see? D'Lo knows. He cries all the time. Not as much D'Lo as Sam McKee.
How about does Jay Rosehill cry?
Oh, he doesn't like Toronto. He doesn't like Florida. Doesn't give them respect. It's like he's still playing with the Maple Leafs.
What changes are made? The Florida Panthers come to play for them when we finish the job.
That again.
Come on, Antonio. You know what we're gonna say.
I don't know. That's a question there, you boy. I wasn't even thinking on the Hurricanes front. I don't think Colorado should make much changes. Many changes, whatever. I don't think so.
Oh, you meant if they lose the series. I thought they meant this game. Antonio. Kirby? He just
pretty good. He's pretty good, Antonio, but are you missing someone?
Yep. You're missing somebody.
Antonio, you've been watching the World Championships. You've got probably a lot of Hawks over there, don't you? Should be watching. Maybe he has one of the goalies over there that's better than Stuart Skinner. I don't know.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Nando.
Yes. I like Eichel. Eichel's number 2, but he ain't number 1.
Antonio, Barkov was like equal to above Eichel before the Stanley Cups on rankings lists, which people were sleeping on.
And I'm just going to say this. Do you see Barkov in the World Juniors? Not World Juniors, World Championships? Jeez.
Juniors. Just be dangling around guys out there. One hand on his stick.
Whoop. Here you go. Stenberg. Whoop.
There's some World Junior guys in that tournament.
There you go. Highest plus minus among active players in the postseason. William Karlsson, Brad Marchand, Jacob Slavin, and Nathan McKinnon. Yup, says it's Marner.
That's good.
Barkov has had a really good World Championships, and it's very encouraging to see.
Switzerland's a really good team. Watching that game yesterday, saw most of it. Yeah, like they got out on front of Finland early there.
Stretch pass there.
But Barkov did answer with 2 goals.
What is he at? 8 points in 7 games?
It's disgrace. It's not disgraceful, Adonis. I just got to give you a list. You got to message me, and I'll send you some from the 90s, 2000s. I can't say I've been great on films over the last decade, so I'm not a guy to ask there. But 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, I can cover a bit. I probably still got to watch some from the 80s. As Nick knows, I got into 80s music during COVID. I probably got to get through some 80 films that I've missed on. I've seen some films from the 70s. The oldest ones I've seen, Psycho, and I had to do that for a university project. I recommend that, the black and white version, the original. And what other older movie? Wizard of Oz, I grew up on that. That was great.
Kirby grew up on Charlie Chaplin.
And
I
didn't watch the.
You know what? It was actually
before
before movies had like words, like they would say something and then a screen would flash across what they said.
No.
And then it has like the old timey music.
No, I can't think of the other black and white one that I've seen. A few. Man, now Nick, I lost my train of thought.
No, good. We're here all night, folks.
Yeah, Adonis, I give Nick the 80s music all the time. There's one grocery store I go to plays 80s music all the time still.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll send it to Nick. What is it, Shazam it or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, right away picks it up. I'm like, this is the song. This
Silent films. Thank you, Adonis. Silent films. I've never watched a silent film.
Did you have to do silent film research study, Adonis, in school? Be interested to know that. I never did.
Oh, what a move by
I had to do old-timey radio stuff.
Oh.
Nick, old-timey radio stuff.
I mean, Antonio goes from topic to topic.
I think so. Maybe a little sea salt, Antonio. I don't know the answer to this, Nick. Jeez. It would have to be sea salt. Maybe pink Himalayan sea salt. I don't know. What's the answer, Nick?
I don't know. Oh. Yeah, Carolina, can we end this game? Like, can we just end the stream?
Relax here. We got to get through other stuff from the community. This game we haven't put much focus in. We've been taking away some focus here. And I think
we've been more focused in Montreal.
We have? Okay.
Yeah, we have.
The Montreal story at the end of these playoffs, Nick, if this is how this game ends, they've been a better road team through these playoffs than at home. They haven't answered the bell at home. And that's got to be a little disappointment that they have to work on.
No.
But, Nick, we've also...
No, yes, they do not.
Yes,
they do not.
Does. That's part of my...
No, they don't.
Damn that I give people.
Ooh, this is a good question. Whether it be a friend, go first.
Whether it be a friend, whether it be someone in a relationship, this is part of the quiz. This is part of the quiz, Nick. And they better not shake their head like that. Then you're out. You're out.
Thank you, Die Hard. Die Hard knows ball.
Die Hard? Really, Die Hard?
Die Hard knows ball.
Die Hard, have you had a hot, sweet and savory pizza or sweet and fire pizza?
That's not what pizza's for.
With pineapple on it.
Yeah, you want to put it on like a Domino's pizza? Like, fine, I guess, right?
Okay,
but still. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go get Domino's, I think. They say you can get a second pie for $1 or something right now. Something? Yeah. Is that there too? I don't know. I'm going to have to go get some.
Oh, it's a good question.
But yeah, that's what I'm talking. Nick, I'm not just making all the homemade pizzas around the clock here. You talking homemade or certain restaurants?
Yeah, listen, if you're going to a slice shop or a Italian restaurant and they sell a pie and they have fucking pineapple on the menu, you get your ass up and walk out.
Why? What's going on with the place? What's going on with
disgusting.
What's going on?
Absolutely not.
Why don't you trust that establishment?
Because they clearly don't do it right. So
that's just not giving you any answer. That's just a generality answer.
Okay. Look, what's your favorite food, Curb? Antonio wants to know.
What's your favorite food? I'm not picky, Antonio. I eat seafood. Favorite food. When I was younger, it was lasagna. But I don't know if in my adult, I'll eat almost. Give me some options. I'll eat anything. I'm not a huge steak guy. Nick knows that. Not big steak guy.
Would you rather have a burger than steak?
Sure. What's the other alternative? Would I rather have a lobster or Crab
Shrimp?
legs. Sure.
Shrimp?
Shrimp, yep. Shrimp like a shrimp pasta.
Yeah.
Rather have that than.
For me, Antonio, that's tough.
I'm a big chicken guy in any form.
That was not even close. That's a good question. I'd rather.
I'm
have
a
steak.
dessert guy, Antonio. I'm a dessert guy.
I'd rather have steak. I hate sushi.
Sushi, I've had California rolls, but I'm not big into sushi. I've had it a couple times.
Let me see. I'm trying to think.
What am I missing on? I'll take a. I love soup. Pho, French onion, chicken noodle.
I mean, I have to go probably like chicken parm or like some like.
Well, Nick's is chicken cutlets.
Cutlets or.
I've never had chicken cutlets, so I'm probably missing
chicken
on
parm too. Like
chicken parm's good. That's Ray Ferrero's go-to, I believe.
I do like steak.
Yeah, your steak.
Yeah, it's probably chicken parm if I had to say.
But you're not a big fish guy.
Maybe like a burger. It's a good
I
steak.
like salmon, halibut, red snapper.
It's either got to be pizza or chicken parm, honestly, to be completely fair with you. Also depends on what mood you're in. Oh, we got a guest. Cody.
Is this game this shit? Like, I've just listened to you guys talk about food for
I got it. Don't worry about it.
You got it? Get it. Nick, get the graphic. Go ahead there, Cody.
Like, what are we doing? Like, is Montreal this shit? Like fucking. Oh, dude. That photo is always going to be funny to me because it's just like, I thought that's what you looked like. I'm like, nope. No.
Cody, I feel we're going to go to this on the phone with Cody Stevens, Fat Barkov. We got to put Fat Barkov at the bottom there. A lot when there's going to be breaking news this offseason.
Probably. I'm driving home right now, so I mean.
Yeah. Catching you up to date on things that are going to break. Cody, we're going to have a podcast episode next Wednesday. I don't know if you're going to be there, but...
You mean this Wednesday? Oh, that's
yeah, we're going to have our special guest, Panthers Pulse from Instagram. But the second segment, we're going to release the goalie list.
What goalie list?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Heard yet? I thought you had. No, the chat's hitting on some names as well already. At least 5 names, Nick, or more.
Or more.
And Cody, we would like to reveal your player that you sent us that Photoshop image of.
Or do we want to wait till next week till we?
You want to?
that one?
Let's wait till next week.
That's what I'm saying. A week from Wednesday is when.
Yeah, let's wait. Yes, let's. Well, today's.
We got to get the go ahead from Cody on that player.
We had there are 2 players I talked about with Cody today.
No one guessed it in the chat though, right?
No, nobody guessed it, but
D'Lo might. We better not say.
There are 2 additional names that Cody and I spoke about today, including the Photoshop one.
Oh, another.
So we'll talk about that.
Oh, I put my hint earlier in the chat.
Yes, I know.
You didn't miss the names yet, D'Lo. If you're talking goals.
We haven't done any names.
I know.
We're gonna do them next week.
What's hilarious is I think a lot of people probably what I said probably flew over their heads.
Say it again. You want to say it again? I didn't hear it fully. No?
You just got to scroll to the top and post it again.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out whose hashtag it was.
Did you figure it out?
No, but I know. Are you talking about the guy that I don't know about or the one that I do know?
The one you don't know about.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't know about
I haven't figured it out yet.
Kirby, we can talk about it off air. Do you want me? I'm going to send it to you in the private chat.
Give me more hints, though. Let me guess.
You don't want to guess. Just look in the private chat.
I don't want to guess. Oh, that's a name, Nick, that I have talked to.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
The more we talk about goalies, the more I'm loving this offseason.
Yeah.
And I still respect this man.
Help Bob. Shout out Larry. Do it again, Kirk.
Where's Larry?
Again. Help Bob.
Help Bob.
Help Bob.
You gotta hang.
The chat has no clue.
Oh, I know who Cody's been talking
to. Chat has no clue what we're talking about.
Get some interest. It's called a tease, Nick.
Listen, this is how we get you to come back.
Good diehard getting in on it here, Nick.
Help Bob. Damn right, diehard.
But no,
Maybe Antonio won't like. Hey,
D'Lo,
Cody,
I'll
maybe
text you off
Antonio
air.
won't-
Shoot me a text.
but
Cody, don't jump in. Maybe Antonio won't like that goalie that you're alluding to either.
probably not. But I will say this: while you were talking food, I did say my biggest disappointment from Montreal has been Caden Gooley for me this postseason. I feel like he's just not been good enough, and the fact that Martin St. Louis is rolling with Jaden Struble on Hudson's pair instead of Gooley is a really bad sign.
Well, I think
If you want to know, DM me.
I think they're trying to figure stuff out with Hudson. Cody's taken the most hits in these playoffs. He's admittedly come out publicly before this game and said he's struggling.
Meeksy, DM me.
Cody, I should have known that hashtag. I use it a lot for content. It's not one of those ones that has it doesn't have the emoji next to it, Cody.
No, but it also has nothing to do with this team. Like
who? Yeah, you'll have to tell me off it. Who came up with that? I don't. Yeah.
It's not like
the ownership.
Like, it's not like hashtag time to hunt or hashtag oil country or like hashtag like Smashville. Like no.
Or what's the one Carolina uses? Because I used it tonight.
Bring chaos.
Sound the siren. I think it is.
Yeah, but I think people would figure that one out more quickly than this one.
Than the one you put on the chat. Yeah. But hey, the story of retention. Zito is looking out at every option. How can you be creative?
And that is what makes a GM great, is to look at every option.
Zito's not doing it because he's being cheap. He's doing it because he needs that money to go elsewhere, and he's going to allocate it elsewhere. He's trying to figure out all the pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah, but Gooley has just not been good enough for me in this postseason. And as a defensive defenseman, he's taken way too many penalties.
I was going to say the penalty thing is not helping his cause.
And being caught out of position all the time. I just think Hudson, like, and this kind of
Gooley would be they've had guys in these playoffs in Montreal, Cody. I thought Gooley would be a moments guy for them, and he just hasn't done that.
Their moments guy has been Josh Anderson for me. Like,
they've had multiple moments guys.
Like Anderson, Newhook.
Koski did early the first game of the playoffs.
I guess technically, but
Kirby Doc.
I got you, Meeksy.
Texier.
But Cody, it's just for me. I just need
shots. This
and like hell,
shots this period 17-0 Carolina.
That is ridiculous.
And Cody, coming into this period, and this is going to continue to be the case, Carolina has more blocked shots in this series than Montreal has shots on net. And they just got their first this period. So that stat might be even. But they probably blocked shots this period. They probably still have more blocked shots.
But this is something that even in the regular season, me and Nick talked about or plagued them. They keep trying to go for these.
I'm texting Meeksy. He got it.
Meeksy got it.
He got it. Yeah.
But Cody, if this is and here's Dolbosch coming out, goalie poll 253 ago. Cody, if this is the team that gets them, like, I think that people are going to say Carolina's a solid elite hockey team.
Yeah, but if Carolina gets
the most shots of anybody in this postseason, by the way.
But Kirby, at the same token, if this is what Carolina's going to do to Hudson, what the hell are we going to do to Hudson?
Well, I thought of that yesterday, this week. I thought of that, yes.
Because we're
more if we are who we are, who we think we are, we're more relentless with our physicality than Carolina is.
Oh, 100%. And
I think
instead
that's changed when you have Tkachuk and Bennett out there, and then add other people.
Yeah, but it's like instead of like getting hit by like let's say Jackson Blake or Taylor Hall, you're getting hit by Sam Bennett, Eetu Luostarinen, Brad Marchand. Verhaeghe throws. He's very underrated when it comes to throwing hit.
Would it be better, empty net here, off the post. Cody, would it be better if it was the third line of the Panthers against Hudson? Because the second line might get exposed by Hudson's speed and different cuts and ability. I don't know if that works. But then you have the third line.
It depends if that second line's good or not. Because when that second line's turning the puck over, then yeah, you want to avoid that matchup.
Oh, hold on, we have to interrupt. Oh, 4-0.
Or nothing. But Cody, that's where the second line, I don't know on the speed factor, but then you got Etu, who would be a huge matchup on Hudson, Lundell, Marchand.
Etu would give Hudson hell. Like,
yes, he might be the guy on that line.
Like,
I think that first F1
when people talk about like the identity of the Panthers, they always try to go to Tkachuk or Bennett. Luosterainen's right up there with them.
Well, and again, where does Lusto play his best hockey against? What series? The Eastern Conference Final against Carolina. And I think that's a matchup where, hey, Montreal, they have the speed advantage on Florida. How can you counteract that? And there's a guy there.
You make them not want to be speedy.
Yeah, and Etu's a guy that can be quick enough to get on top of Hudson on the forecheck, where the second line might be a step late.
It's just like... And it's just, a lot of people on other teams really just look at Bennett or Tkachuk when Luosterainen's Luosterainen the real bastard.
He's the reason why, and Barkov does it in his ways. But these are guys that wear your team down. It's not just second line. Bennett, Tkachuk goes out there. They can't be out there on the ice more than their allotted time. It's the other lines, and that's the proponent of having a heavier fourth line as well. But I also want skill on there. Nick, you want probably size on there like I do too. Mm-hmm. Where like a guy
this is a guy we've mentioned. We're going to talk about it next week on the pod because we've heard 6 goalies, 3 players, and we'll potentially hear more by the end of next week. What's it called? One of them we'll talk about, and one of the 3 players is Kevin Stenlund. What's it called? That's a guy with size. He's got some good hands. Like, the skill is there. He can skate well for a guy that physical, like, kind of all the tools you want. We've seen him move up the lineup in Utah and play 14, 15 minutes and succeed. He scored 11 goals for Florida his year there, 14 a year ago in Utah. And I look at what Kevin Stenlund just brings to the table when it comes to the face-off, the size, the hands. And we saw what he did in the playoff series just for us. Like when Sam Bennett went out and Anton Lundell had to move up, Kevin Stenlund was a shutdown third-line center for us in the 4 or 5 games we needed him to be. And look,
Kevin Stenlund did a hell of a job against McDavid in that regular season.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Elite penalty killer, and in the playoffs, Kirby, from the beginning-ish of Game 2 to Boston – the end of Game 2 against Boston.
Relax, Jamie. Relax. My favorite player all time when I was young.
Okay.
Relax.
I like Kevin Stevens.
Relax.
Kevin Stenlund.
You're talking a 50-goal, 60-goal score. Relax.
Kevin Stenlund helped us close out that series against Tampa, and we were tied 1-1 and with him as our third-line center. So, I mean,
but the one
lineup, and we'll have a success.
But the one thing about Kevin Stenlund that makes him very coveted, especially in today's NHL, he's one of the few 4Cs who's actually good with the puck on his stick.
That's correct.
Like a lot of 4Cs in the league are very dump and chase heavy, but very few of them are really good with the puck on their stick. Like Jake Evans, for example, is a good he was the 4C. I think they moved up to to third line wing or whatever. But when he's 4C, he's really good with the puck on his stick. And the same thing with Nick Waugh when Vegas won in 23. Very good guy with the puck on his stick. And that's a big thing. Like, look at the goal that he set up Erod in Game 5 against Tampa in 24. Yep. Like, he dances a guy and then feeds him one-timer in the pocket, and it's in the back of the net.
To me, and I know we talked about John Carlson. That's not one of the names we've heard, by the way. John Carlson.
That's a name that's out there, but not.
That's a name that's out there, not a name we've personally heard. that would be the top option, John Carlson. One of Cody's guys he mentioned would be another top. I mean, for me, like, if you had to create a top 2, top 3, like, guys I want to bring in and add in the offseason, it's John Carlson, Kevin Stenlund, this other guys, like, in that tier, right? And Carolina on the brink of going to the Stanley Cup final. They're
First
up 3-1.
Stanley Cup final appearance since 2006, 1 win away.
Yeah,
Rod Brindamore was a player.
Kevin Stenlund would be an incredible pickup for us, and I'm just like very much.
The other guy that I want the Panthers to take a look at, and I've said this already, I think I would love Paul Cotter on this team.
I would too.
He has the size, and that man has hands. He has hands, and he's somebody I think's been underutilized in other situations.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's above 11th or 12th forward for me. Can he do that? Is that where he's at? Yes.
He can take Greer's spot. He can really easily replace Greer.
You think that highly of him? Okay.
Who, Stenlund or Cotter?
Cotter.
Well, if you bring him in on a 1-year cheap deal, he's already got his payday. I think that could be an option for sure. Like Kevin Stenlund and Paul Cotter on a cheap deal, maybe to have him come in and win a cup, hopefully. I mean,
yeah.
I think imagine like a Stenlund, Cotter, Reinhardt fourth line.
I'm still learning Gadjevich there because I do think I want that kind of toughness, reckless abandon on that fourth line.
Rotate it.
But it's just like, and the thing is with Cotter, he has enough skill. He could play up in the lineup for about 4 or 5 games in the regular season if there's an injury in the top 9. But then again, I think Vilmanis right now could take that spot if that does happen. So it's going to be interesting because, like, Sanders, like, we can't not talk about the World Championship and not talk about Vilmanis right now. Like 11 points in 7 games, and he's not playing against cupcake competition either. He did it against the U.S. as well.
He's looked good on some of his goals with Albert Schmeetz on the ice too.
I'm just saying, if Schmeetz is at 9, I'm running up to the podium if we have not traded that pick already. But it's so encouraging to see that, like one of our mid-round picks is finally becoming an NHLer, because I do think Sanders Vilmanis going into next year is an NHL player. So
I've been saying that for
I will say this, and this is my take. I think Vilmanis only needs to have an average training camp to make the roster, and that's my take.
Nick is stealing my lines, everyone.
Okay,
I genuinely think he just has to show up. I genuinely think that.
Probably, especially for a bottom 6 role next year, unless we go on ham on signing guys, right? Which,
like, just don't shit yourself. And the other thing is,
defensively, be good with your details to your game.
Yeah, and the best part is, if he does like progress as he is like in the NHL next year, that's our Erod replacement. We don't have to look out and get another Erod. We could just stick with Vilmanis at that point.
I hope he would continue his versatility that we've seen this year in Vilmanis' game, to be able to translate that moving forward, because then you do have that versatile forward there.
Yeah, and also if he does play well this season, I hope we don't put a ceiling on him. Like, if he's playing well, and and Erod is not playing well on Barkov's wing, throw him up there with Barkov.
Well, then Erod's gone, or you keep him and just hope for the best in the playoffs. But, like, that'll be helpful for sure. Again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I think, we got about less than a month now to the NHL draft. A little more than a month till NHL free agency. July 1st, we'll be here. Well, I won't, but Kirby and Cody will. It'll be interesting. I mean, I think all of us are sick and tired of talking about it. Well, no, we're not. But we're sick and tired of speculating. And we'd like to finally get
It's the speculation part we're sick of, but the imagination of it.
Well, there's a lot of this is the first off season where there are options and speculation of, like, consequence, not minor, like, little, fourth liner here, backup goalie here,
It's the same thing with, like, the like the same offseason, like when we got like OEL, Mikkola, and all those fucks. Like it's
Yeah,
that
around
kind of
that. Yeah.
offseason where you can go like you can have options. Like we moved off Duclair to bring in Erod. Like we brought in Mikkola, we brought in OEL. Like it's gonna be interesting here, but as we wrap up here, I mean, not good enough for Montreal by any stretch of the imagination here. Like
Not good
this
when
conference,
not good when Aho is getting the Sportsnet interview and the Hockey Night in Canada tell. Yikes.
this conference final has fucking disappointed me.
Yeah, this
Just
is boring.
absolutely
Not
disappointed
okay.
me.
It didn't disappoint me until tonight because I wanted to see the adjustment made by Montreal and it didn't happen.
I wanted to see the adjustment made by Colorado. I never saw it.
Well, that series just is shocking. This series has been the series of adjustments up until tonight. Carolina's carrying that momentum through the 2 overtimes, and then tonight they're going to say this is their best game of the series. And that's disappointing if you're Montreal on home ice. Because, again, I don't know if Carolina does this to the Panthers.
I know they don't.
I know you have to give them credit for playing their game and playing well, but I don't know if that
Kirby,
happens.
we
Or the
curb
best
stomp
Tampa
them.
teams, which was not this year.
We curb stomp them. And you know what? There'll be a narrative. Oh, well, Carolina's the new. And then you know what? Next year, the games will be played and we'll find out. And when the games are played,
Please.
you want to know how you dispel narratives, old narratives?
Yeah.
You play the games.
Yeah.
And it's
you don't look at all
crazy.
the people picking against you on the
And I'm
sheet.
just going to say this. 2 months ago, people were criticizing Vegas. This is what happens when you're too over-aggressive. You lose it. They lost their cup identity. Where are they today? They're back in the cup final.
Oh,
So
everyone's just bowing down to Vegas right
So now it's like, 2 months ago, they were too aggressive. Now they're great.
And they were in a pillow. They were in a pillow.
There are people who change their narratives at the flip of a hat. Okay? Because look at Vegas.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So just jump on whatever bandwagon and talk complimentary about them. Whenever winning's at its highest, any decrease of that, they forget about it.
I'll say again what I said on the stream with our boy Link. Go check that out at that stream. We discussed a lot of draft prospects on that stream. Whoever wins this cup is the worst cup champion of the 2020s, and I'm gonna stand on that.
Link thinks 23
It's
Vegas.
23 Vegas, but 23 Vegas fucking dispatched everyone. Like it wasn't close. Like the closest one with Dallas, but they were up 3-0 in that series. Like their decor is better then than it is now.
Like,
yeah, I don't like I don't love their roster now.
Carolina's path this year was not the Panthers' path in 2024.
Oh no!
You look at the goalies that Florida had to go through.
Kirby, we played Tampa, Toronto, and Carolina before going against Edmonton.
Well,
they played Ottawa, Philadelphia, a ahead of schedule Montreal team, although I want to give credit to them, Montreal, and they're going to play Vegas more than likely.
I'm talking 24, Nick, with the Rangers.
Oh, the Lightning.
Yeah,
the
but
Bruins,
yeah,
the
like
Rangers.
Carolina has played fucking. The best goalie they played against was Linus Ullmark.
Look, we're going to know it. Look, whatever will happen at the end of the day, but narratives will change once games are played, and I feel we know what the actual reality is. If they want to deny reality, well, it'll just bite them in the ass at one point.
It's just dude, they played against Omar Vladar and fucking Dobish, dude. We went against Vasi, Swayman, and Igor.
And who was the other guy, Nick? Don't I put it on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, not blaming Dobosh either. Yeah, I don't know if he's a starting solidified goalie, in my opinion, moving forward, season in, season out. We will see, but I'm not there with that. So
yeah,
but that hasn't been the problem this round.
Yeah, but the thing is with Montreal is Dobish is going through learning experiences now, and then you're gonna go with Fowler, and then Fowler's gonna have to learn the same fucking thing.
That's true, but I believe his progressional curve will be better. But yeah, you're not wrong, Cody.
Yeah,
Definitely
because
situation.
by the time Fowler, like, let's say he hits and he learns his lesson, by the time that hits, guess what? Suzuki, Caulfield, and
Yeah.
Slavkovsky have what, 3 years left on their deal?
Okay.
And you're in a tight win.
I'm not comparing Fowler to this guy, but Montreal has done in the past from Halak to Price. So it's like, well, why are we not running with Halak? Well, we have Carey Price here. So again, put Carey Price.
Yeah, but Carey Price isn't Jacob Fowler.
But don't discount Fowler being a top 5, top 10 goalie. Yes, different level, top in the game, whatever. But again, teams have done that in the past.
Yeah, Kirby, but you think highly of Fowler. They might not think as highly of him.
Okay, well then you got to consider trading him, like Cody says about the other players, like Ryan Bacher and even a Hayes to a degree.
Like, if you re-sign Matheson, Reinbacher probably is not in your...
Correct. That's why Kirby keeps talking about Reinbacher. I'm like, he's not in the picture anymore in my mind.
Because of the Matheson deal? I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, you don't sign a 6x6.
And the Dobson deal?
Okay, yeah. If you're... So
and
then,
if they want to... And then if they want...
I think Hayes more likely... I don't know. I don't know if I can...
And Hayes is like a 25th overall pick. Why are we acting like this guy is like, oh my gosh, like ridiculous?
Yeah, he could be in the Malhotra.
Yeah, but the thing is like with Hayes, it's like he's going to take Kirby Doc's spot. There's a spot there for him. With Reinbacher, you re-sign Matheson. Guess what? That's a spot gone. You went out and you splurged on Noah Dobson. Guess what? Now that spot's gone.
And your other guy is Gooley, I believe.
Yeah, and then you go with Caden Gooley. Where's Reinbacher?
One, Antonio, because the Florida Panthers to be daddy of the playoffs. So,
scale of 1 to 10 in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. The Western Conference this has been the worst playoffs of the West in a minute.
Like, the East sucked. Like, the only 2 good series have been Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal.
Like, has there been a Game 7 in the West?
Well, you can't. Colorado, Minnesota was good hockey.
But that was over in
Anaheim, Edmonton was compelling.
Yeah, but Colorado, Minnesota was kind of like what Vegas, Colorado was.
But Anaheim, Edmonton wasn't a Picasso.
No,
but that, like Anaheim games.
That's the best series, Antonio. Easily.
5.5. Is that a fair grade for these playoffs? 6. I've had fun doing the content, but
sure. But if you weren't doing content, how exciting would this be?
Maybe not as fun as being here with all of you. I don't know. That could be.
Don't kiss my ass, all right?
I've enjoyed coming on. Maybe that's why. Maybe the games I'm not like, I need to be locked in and hear.
Here's Freddie Anderson. If this guy wins the fucking Conn Smythe, Kirby, I'm gonna be like you with Marner. It's like this guy is.
Oh, I got shout out tonight.
This guy's the biggest fraud. I don't know how he keeps getting away with
this. These goalie stats.
Also, with these playoffs, it's like, all right, Minnesota and Dallas was a pretty good series, but Anaheim, Edmonton was not really the greatest of series for me.
Yeah, Minnesota did work.
This guy's had 41 shots in 2.5 games. Like,
because Minnesota had injuries too in that second round against Colorado, so you have to.
It's just, and with the way Colorado played against Vegas, I'm putting an asterisk on that.
That brings things down a bit, for sure. I'm not making big wide.
I'm not trying to cope, but we know why Carolina's getting through right now. We know.
It's because if Tampa beats Montreal, Tampa's going to this Cup final easy.
If Colorado got to the final, I'd still pick them over Carolina. I wanted to see that matchup because I can't see it with Carolina over Colorado. Now
I can see it with Carolina over Vegas.
So it's getting
not with. I don't trust Carolina's back end against Vegas. It's weird to say.
Coin flip series. It could go.
It's weird. It's weird to say. I don't trust Carolina's back end against like a Dorofiev or a Howden. Those two are gonna kill them.
Wow.
Like because they.
Why? What do you think of that?
Because it's just like they're gonna kill him with these backdoor plays that Vegas loves to run. Mark Stone is gonna probably get 1,000 assists.
But Carolina's very structured.
I also agree with this from Adonis. I think this season as a whole, you can even argue the Olympics, and I'm glad Team USA won. this has just been a batshit weird year. I mean, this
Too
has
many
been an
years.
anomaly of a season. I honestly, we've watched hockey. Cody, how long have you been watching hockey? 2007?
Yeah,
I've been
nearly
watching
20 years.
2008, 2009, 15 plus years. Kirby, you've been
You've
watching
been watching.
20, 25 years, right? 30?
Early 90s. I guess.
Right? So it's like, and at least in my eyes, and I know, although some people don't think that, this season is by far the weirdest year. Like, you have contenders like Florida and Toronto and Edmonton and Dallas and Tampa. They're either not making it or they're out in round one, and like that. Like, for me,
Yes, Adonis.
and Adonis, he makes a great point with it. It's like, this is just such an anomaly. Like, this is not the NHL. I don't think this is a changing of the guard year. I don't really know what happened, and obviously,
It's anomaly
when
season.
things are the same that long, they're bound to change either permanently or temporary.
This season is kind of
Temporarily.
like
That was
this.
your series. Die Hard Boston was just uninspiring to me.
This season is so much like the NFL season this past year, where you had
Yes.
so many big time teams on the outside. Kansas City was out. Detroit was out. Like,
Philly.
yeah, Philly was out. San Francisco was not that great. But then you have teams that came out of nowhere, like New England and Seattle.
Denver.
Like, it's just one of those years, and it's like to me, it's just.
Wow, Adonis and Cody think just.
That's weird because you said you were in between Caesar and Kirby. That's taller than Kirby. So I think you're lying, Antonio.
But Adonis, I hope. Do you really want to watch Forsling film against Vegas?
Oh, I don't want to watch that film.
Hell, I can make the argument Forsling's worst series in the last two playoffs was against Carolina last year. He was god awful.
I didn't catch that yet, Alechka. I did see a clip.
Actually, not. Let me not say worst. His worst game has been against Carolina.
I'm going to
Game
be honest.
5
There's
against
nothing
Carolina.
crazy to say. I think Ekblad was better than Forsling in that run last year.
Oh, 100%. Ekblad was the most underrated guy on the run. He led our back end in scoring and missed 4 games.
I think Seth Jones was honestly our best, Antonio. But, and if you don't know who Seth Jones is, Antonio, he's this guy right here. Kirby, take a look at that. Isn't it brilliant?
Here's the thing. Here's how I'll split it up. Ekblad was better against Tampa than Jones, but Jones was better against Toronto.
Well, Ekblad played 2 games.
But he made a hell of a more of an impact.
Right.
But Ekblad was better against Carolina, but Jones was better against Edmonton in the Cup final. I don't think that's crazy to say.
I don't know. This is going to be a weird offseason. Honestly, if you would have said a year ago, and again, I know people are going to sit here and say it's a changing up, even with all the anomalies that it is, right? The Final Four was Vegas, Colorado, Carolina, and then Montreal because the Atlantic thing. 75% of the teams remaining, and the 2 teams that probably will be standing in about a week from now are probably, like, if you asked at the beginning of the year who are the top 5 Cup favorites, both these teams, Vegas and Carolina, would have been in there. So it's not like a ridiculous departure from the past. Now, again, I mean, we can debate as to how good these teams actually are. Like, Vegas is the one thing that boggles my mind, is because they got to the conference final, but I was sitting here saying, like, would they have done any worse with Cassidy getting the conference final? I mean, they played Utah and Anaheim, and they didn't exactly look like world beaters doing it. So that, to me, and in the manner of which they beat Colorado, set 4 games, I mean, dominant, like that game 4, they didn't allow a shot for like 25 minutes or something like that. And it looked like a defensive clinic. Oh my gosh, Kirby.
God, my thing's just falling apart tonight here.
What the hell?
And now I'm the only one on camera. When I look, like, Kirby, at like what Vegas was doing in this series, collapsing into the slot, kind of insulating. Hart's obviously been better than Hill was a couple years ago, but they look similar parts of their game. They kind of reverted back to that 2023 form. And again, Cody, I didn't love the roster. I don't think stylistically they're as heavy or as physical or as dominant as they were in 2023. And Cody, you and Kirby, rightfully so, picked both Utah and Anaheim in those series against them. And they weren't really that.
I still think Utah let them off the hook.
They did. And Anaheim too. Like those are two teams that were playoff hopeful teams coming into the year. And Vegas did not look that great against them. They were getting outshot. They were getting outchanced. And I think they'll get outshot and outchanced against Carolina. That's how they play, right? It's a little bit of how we were in 2023. But that to me is the biggest like wow factor is like what happened from the first two rounds into the conference final is that they did not look good at Kirby. You watched Utah and you're like, seems like both teams don't even have an identity.
Yeah. I still feel that from that.
And I don't know what happened, but Kirby, we were watching games 1 and 2 for Colorado and Vegas. I really liked how Vegas hung in there and punched back.
Yeah, I think that
They weren't getting out. They weren't getting dominated.
Tortorella now, and like they're pushing through, and they're on a heater right now. Like I think there's a lot of that playing out,
but
and maybe be more physical now, Cody. That they lost.
Yeah, but the other
thing for Vegas if Carolina gets this done, on Friday.
Yeah, the thing is with Vegas, and what kind of showed me more, like when I started taking them a bit more seriously, is when in Game 3, you're already down 2-0, and they had that kind of controversial, goal disallowed when Dorofeev knocked it in with like his it hit his like the thumb of his glove, and then the stick, and then Colorado goes right back down the other way and scores a shorty.
Yep, and then they bounced back from that,
and they stayed with it. They didn't fold.
And they could say the pedigree. I know there are a lot of guys there, but how many of those guys on that Cup team are still there from like on the defense? Like, is it one guy, McNabb? Like they have 5 new
McNabb, Theodore.
They have 4 new defensemen, 2 of which I'm not really that big on.
Let's look through. Barbashev was there. Eichel was there. Dorofeev was not. Howden was there. Carlson was there. Marner was not. Hurdle wasn't. Sissons wasn't. Stone was. Smith was not. Dowd, no. Kolesar, yes. McNabb, yes. Theodore, yes. Hannafin, no. Anderson, no. Coughlin, no. Korzak, I don't think was there.
He was in the system.
And then your starter, freaking Carter Hart, no. Aiden Hill, he was there, but he ain't even playing.
So how many guys is that? Like 10?
Like more than so, yeah.
So there's still a good group of guys in the locker room with it. And look, and Kirby, I know you don't like it. And 10 to 14 days, Mitch Marner could be a Stanley Cup champion.
Why do you have to say that?
Well, because we're not rooting for Carolina.
What about the theory of Carolina beating us?
What division, Antonio? I think we can beat anybody. Antonio, I really think you're discrediting us. Remember, who said Sword even have a chance against Tampa? Sword have a chance?
Faisal Kamisa.
Yeah, they do.
Touch anything here? Everything's falling apart on me.
But anyway, I'm sure we've talked enough.
Kirby's just imploding.
Kirby's a mess.
It hasn't been good.
All right, boys, y'all sign off here.
Well, we say thank you, Cody. Thank you for joining us. We say thank you to our chat and everybody watching on our replay. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode or a live stream of the Cats and Rats podcast. Make sure to also go to our YouTube homepage to find out information on how to become a member. You can upgrade your membership, buy a new membership, or gift a membership to someone else. There are bronze, silver, and gold memberships. And in order to become a silver, to win this Anton Lundell signed wall-sized frame photo, make sure to become a gold member and you will automatically be enrolled. The winner will be announced shortly. And Kirby, I know you want to shout out somebody in the chat.
Who do I want to shout out? I said not this guy.
Yeah, well,
Not
look,
me.
I hate Carolina, and look, at the end of the day, I know you hate. I'm not a fan of Vegas either, Kirby, right? But I like Jack Eichel a heck of a lot more than I like Sebastian Aho. And I don't hate Mitch Marner the way everybody else does. I like Anderson. I like Hannafin. I like Theodore. Torte, it's fun. But it's kind of
I'm
a lesser.
conflicted. I like Rob Brindamore better than some individuals, but not a big fan of Eric Tulsky.
Look, at the end of the day, we've won 2 cups since that loss, right? So there has to be it has to sting a little bit less. So if it goes the last 4 years, we win 2 and they win 2, I can live with that. I don't want Carolina to win. So with that, we say thank you. We also say Skinner will not be the starter. And yeah, just thank you everybody for joining us again. We'll be back for game 5, Kirby. Maybe
What night?
Friday.
Yeah, we could be back for that.
All right. I probably won't, but Kirby might.
Oh, I might.
Thank you. And as always, let's go Cat.
Side of you, so I remove what's right at you. The beating undivided, all the voices in my head.